I know this woman who.
All right, welcome to the HyperGiantMedia channel. Let's see, tonight we're playing Interface 0 2.0 with the Savage World Deluxe Explorers Edition rules. We played last week, or not last week, last month, and they met Hank in the bar. We'll get into that in a second. Don't forget to follow us here on Twitch. Hit the follow button. Also, we have Twitter, Facebook, and the YouTube channel. Where probably by tomorrow you will see this video up. We're one short right now. He just messaged me. He'll be here in 10 minutes. So maybe if I can stall long enough, we'll make it. Let's see. We've been discussing a giveaway. I guess I've been discussing a giveaway. I've been posting about it. I've mentioned it to you guys. I think we once we hit 100 followers on Twitch, we're gonna do a giveaway. So tell all your friends. Make them follow us. They don't even have to watch, just make them follow us. But I haven't really decided what to give away yet. Sean mentioned that he's going to make some more dice towers, so you might get one of these awesome dice towers that you see on the table. And when Sean gets here, they even sound awesome. When Sean gets here, you'll get to see an even cooler one, which is the one I might try to talk him into giving away. It's got a nice pattern, striped pattern on it. He spent a lot of time coming up with that pattern. It's pretty awesome. Also talked about maybe giving away, getting some t-shirts made, giving those away, or there's a new edition of Savage Worlds coming out and a new edition of Interface 0, so 3.0 is coming out. Maybe we'll give away one of those books when they come out. So, but it all depends on when we hit 100 followers. So the sooner we do it, the sooner I can give you guys cool stuff. Today we're playing, like I said, we're playing Interface 0 2.0. It's the current edition. We will be playing setting in Las Vegas. We're calling this show HyperVegas. Last time you guys were at a nightclub called the Neon Disco. And it is owned by a gentleman named Hank, who you guys seemed to hit it off with. You became pretty decent friends with Hank, and there was a little bit of trouble in the place. Hank had some rowdier customers come in and kidnap somebody else. I wouldn't even say they were customers. They didn't even buy anything. They just came in and forcibly removed a gentleman, and then Hank promptly got a call because Hank is a fixer of types. People such as yourselves go to the bar to get jobs. Well, since you were the right place at the right time, because Hank got the call and hired you to find the guy that got kidnapped on behalf of M3, a corporation. So you did some work for a corp. You guys got paid? Your first paying job? Congratulations. You did it quite well. No mishaps. Nobody even took damage, right? Anybody get hurt?
Nope.
No.
Nobody got hurt.
Not a one.
That is probably bad GMing. That's my fault. I'll hurt somebody tonight, I promise.
I'll fix them.
Yes, I will fix that problem right away.
Great.
So with that, you guys, you've probably had about a week since this incident. Had about a week since the incident, and had a little bit of downtime, but I want to refresh everybody. I'm going to go around. Vera Marsh over here why don't you tell us what's your character? Give us a description of you.
I'm a cyborg, and I am going to be the clinic doctor of the group.
What race are you?
Oh, I'm human. I'm human.
You're human?
Yes.
Or you're cyborg?
No, I'm cyborg, but
You look human.
yeah.
Okay, I gotcha. I got what you said.
I was human.
You were.
Yeah.
Now you're a lot of metal.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we have Logan Proxy.
Yeah, I am a human.
Great. There's my dog.
I'm a human, and I'm basically the group's hacker. I hack into anything I can.
I can hack up anything. Yes. Okay. Next we have Bill. Sean is here, so he'll get to introduce himself. Oh my gosh. Somebody do something with that dog.
I am Billy Batson. I am a human that has been genetically engineered to be part bat. With my particular procedure, it went a little far, so I've got a little more bat look than you would normally expect to see, so I'm a little shocking to look at. I'm a very
Aren't your wings burn off or something?
They're
chopped off, right? Due to the
I got little nubs left.
due to your weapon, they're chopped off. I had my mic down. Sorry about that.
I have a microscopic nanofilament weapon that is pretty lethal, but if you slip up, you're gonna lose something.
That is Renee playing Cat.
Yep. I am a hybrid half tiger. I used to be a media idol. I was in a girl group until the bunny did some bad things and it broke up. So now I'm a little old for that. So I am doing freelance work now to make ends meet. I'm probably a pretty decent mix of tiger and human. I have black and orange striped hair with a big orange forelock in the front. I have green eyes with the cat pupils, claws instead of fingernails. Pretty tall, about 6 foot, 175 pounds. So.
Do you paint those claws?
Oh, of course. Of course.
And just in time.
And late. Sorry.
We have a straggler. Anyway, sorry, Renee, go ahead.
Oh, that's okay.
Oh, you're done? Or you got more?
I have lots of charisma.
Lots of charisma.
Yes. Of course, they bred me that way for the girl group. So.
Right, to be an icon, you must have charisma.
That's right.
And just in time, because we're going around the table, refreshing everybody's memory, tell us about your character.
Me?
Yeah. It's your turn.
We're reintroducing.
Sean is here. He's late. We're putting him in the hot seats.
Usually it's me.
Perform.
Yeah.
We knew you were here because we could hear the dog.
Yeah. Ronan. Crap. He is human 2.0, 6'2", very muscular, tough guy. Might have a little bit of a soft side, but he is very arrogant, very full of himself, confident in his abilities.
That's the human 2.0 in him.
He is basically just trying to survive right now, make his way in a world where he does not feel he fits in. Kind of looks down on everyone else.
I believe it. And Maria.
I'm Jenna 3.0. I'm a simulacrum.
There you go. You got it.
I'm a Zeke. My occupation is a reader. I was a luxury model. And I'm just trying to find a way out. Because I owe somebody some money.
Owe somebody some money. That might come back to haunt you. All right, so
Ronan is also on the run.
oh man, I hope you guys don't have to run in different directions. Okay, so like I said, I gave a little recap before I had everybody introduced. Like I said, last time you guys were at the Neon Disco, you met Hank. Hank hired you for a job. Well, Hank was the middleman. He's the fixer. He hired you on behalf of somebody else for a job. You did that job quite well. You did it so well, in fact, that they actually paid you a little extra on top of what they originally said they were going to pay you, because you guys, thanks to Bats' quick thinking, you guys were able to get the job done in just a couple of hours, rather they thought it was going to take you like a week to track them down. But you've been off for about a week, no work or anything. Wherever you're at, whether you're in your own apartment or you're out at the mall shopping, you get a message on your tap. You get a message on your tap, and it's just text. It's like an email or something. There's no video. It's not like a FaceTime or anything like that. It's just text, and it says
Hey, Dad,
yeah.
is the computer speaker still on? Because I'm hearing an echo.
It's right here.
Oh, okay.
It's in the. I got the headphones in, so I can make sure it's working. I got it, Logan. Thanks for tech support, though. That's your job as a hacker, right?
I guess, yeah.
Good job, Proxy. I have a new tech guy. I don't have to GM in tech anymore. We have Logan. So anyway, back into the storyline. So we have this message pops up, and it's from Hank. It says, "Meet me at the bar. I have a job for you." It says that the last thing it says is it expires in 30 minutes. So you have to be at Hank's in 30 minutes or less. Domino's. Or the job is not going to be available anymore.
Ronan's already there. He rarely leaves Hank's bar when he's not really have much else to do.
Well, okay. You're standing in the parking lot and there's no cars there. There is the front door's locked. You haven't even got in, which is weird because this is during operation hours.
He thinks kind of strange.
Like if you get there, like Hank, he probably opens around noon or whatever. It's not open.
Now, did we all get this on our tap or just...
Everybody got this.
Okay.
So Hank has sent the message out to the team. He sent it out to you guys individually, whether you're with each other or not. Wherever you may be, he's sending a message out.
I will listen at the door.
Give me a notice roll.
I'm unprepared. I apologize for being late. Work, fortunately, does not care that I have role playing to do.
Are you there yet? Where are you? I guess I should know where everybody's at and how long it's going to be before you get there.
And you said this is a week?
Yeah, it's been a week since the last time you had the job, from the last job that you had.
I would probably be at my clinic then.
Okay.
What time is it?
This is afternoon.
I'm gonna cut my mani-pedi short and start heading that way, I guess.
Like I gotta go.
So I'll be there in probably like 10 minutes on my motorcycle.
I'm driving in my supercar.
Your super car?
Yeah, I can't remember what it is now. I have a really nice car.
Super.
You got a Bentley? I don't know if they have Bentleys in this world anymore.
They're probably all Teslas.
They're all
It
Teslas.
should be on
They're
the
all smart
second
cars.
page on
Is that a
the notes
D?
is where I put
Somebody
mine.
handwritten note. I have a
Whatever your
taxi.
notice is,
Oh.
you don't have notice?
No.
Oh man, it's a D4 plus your wild die, but it's at a -2.
Ooh.
Well, I actually have a +2. Probably that cancels that out. So it's a bill.
Okay, so just a D4 and a D6. Choose the higher of the two that you roll.
2 1s.
Oh my gosh! So, you actually go to listen at the door and you smack your head against it. Making a loud bang against the door.
That kind of day.
Fortunately, nothing comes of that yet. Anyway, Logan and Gibbs, are you guys or
I'm leaving
Proxy?
the casino.
You're what?
Leaving the casino.
Leaving the casino. Okay, so here in about
be driving my
10
taxi
minutes or 10 to 20 minutes when you guys get there, right before they show up, you hear a click and the door becomes unlocked. So Ronan hears a click on the lock, and you shake it off, and then you see the rest of your team start pulling into the parking lot. Avengers assembled.
He rubs his, I'm rubbing my head.
Like you wouldn't believe the day I just had.
Try the door. He kind of waves to
Sure.
them as they're
The door opens and you come in. If you are going in, I guess.
I am.
Okay. Is everybody else going in with him or hanging out in the parking lot? Okay. It's a weird scene in there. Normally, you remember last time you were in here and Hank had all the neon, put around. Like, this is a retro style nightclub, reminiscent of the 1980s. And he had, Aha was playing repeatedly.
On a loop.
Yeah. Like he freaking loves that song, and neon everywhere, and he was proud of it. Like, he loved it. He remarked about how it took him tracking down the perfect lights, and getting some custom fit to fit certain areas of the bar and of the dance floor and the DJ booth and all this, and he loved it. None of the neon is on. All the house lights are on. It's lit up in here. And as you come in, you notice on the map I drew a red X. Mm-hmm. On the floor plan there, I drew a red X. In a chair, there's a chair there. Strapped to this chair is Hank. He's tied to this chair, and in Hank's lap is what appears to be an explosive device.
Mm.
Oh,
Lovely.
And
yeah.
from behind the bar comes a gentleman in a suit, and he goes, "Hello there."
So wait a minute, which door did we come in this
You
one?
come in the front door down there.
Is the gentleman in the other bar behind Hank?
Yes, the bar back here. He says, "Hello there. So glad of you to accept my invitation."
I draw my sword.
He says, "I see your sword and I raise you this device. Do you know what this device is?" And he holds up this device and he flips a switch, and you see a light come on up here, and you see a light come on the explosive on Frank's lap, or Hank's lap. And he says, "This is a dead man switch. Anything happens to me, it happens to Frank or Hank." Frank is in a different game. Hank. And about that time, from all around the bar, from different places, about 10 other of these thugs with guns come out. He goes, "Nobody has to get hurt today. I just want to offer a proposal."
Is the dead man switch wired to the bomb, or is it
It's
remote?
wireless. It's a remote control that he holds the button down. If he dies, his hand lets go. If he lets go of that button, that explodes.
Can I try to block the signal?
Sure.
Just whip out my phone and start playing on it, and acting like nothing's happening.
Well, your
Not
tap
make
is
it
in your head, so
explode?
I mean, you're hacking AR with your head.
What are the chances if he fails to block the signal, it goes off?
Well, that's a chance that he has
Let's
to
change
take.
How far away is Hank?
You,
Are we far enough away? from
you
Hank?
got quite some distance there.
Okay.
Hank's only ever given us
So
one job, so we're not that close.
No. I want to make sure I'm far enough away from the bomb. Is what I'm asking.
the questionable morals of the team already. Well, we've only got one job from Hank. We don't really know how good of a guy he is. So, okay.
I've grown fond of this bar.
The bar's not
Well,
good.
yeah. I mean, it would just be a little
Broken
crater.
or
I mean,
hack
it
it?
would just be a small
I need
crater.
I need a hacking roll. I need a hacking roll.
Highest was a 3.
Okay. So you can see the device, and you know that the device is there, but you're not able to get through the firewall to make any adjustments to it. So
Can I actually use a Benny to re-roll that?
yes, this would be a time to use a Benny.
Oh.
9.
Benny's let him re-roll things for those out there. He can spend a Benny. What'd you get?
9.
9.
9?
Is the target number 4?
No, the target number is 6.
So I just got a success, no raise.
So you got a success. So you're through the firewall. Now you need to roll a programming roll, knowledge programming, to see if you can actually work this machine.
5.
5. No, you're unable to do it. You're through the firewall though. Maybe here in a minute, you might be able to do that again. He says, I guess introductions are in order. I guess. My name is Edgar Voss. I don't know if you've heard of me, but we have had dealings before. You removed some of my property, and
Did we meet you last week?
why, sure you did.
I had a feeling.
And I'm not very happy about this situation. The property that you took from my organization was very important to us, and I feel that you owe me something in return, because it doesn't look like I have any way of getting that property back with its current location. I got lucky the first time, but all I ask in return is you just do one job for me.
What's the job?
One job, Hank lives, you live, and we'll be even.
Not worrying about Hank, but what's the job?
It's clear. Hank is
can
like,
hear ya.
Hank's almost in tears. He's like, this fucking bat. So, whoop, I kicked it. Okay, so the job is really simple. You need to go down. There's a warehouse on the other side of town. There's a crate there for me. I need you to pick it up, and I need you to deliver it to these coordinates. And one of the guys comes over and hands you a card, and it has literal coordinates on it. It's not an address, it's coordinates.
No, our tap would be able to tell us where that is, right?
Sure.
Oh.
Yeah. You'll be able to get. Yeah, you got GPS. But yeah, so he hands you literal coordinates, and he says, "Simple. All you got to do, pick up the crate, and it has the address of the warehouse you need to pick it up from. Deliver it to the coordinates, and we're even."
So what are you not telling us? Because obviously you wouldn't put a bomb strapped to a man for a simple courier job.
Don't get stopped with the crate.
How big is the crate?
And I just wanted insurance that you're going to do the job.
How big's the crate?
You got a van?
Got a taxi.
Yeah.
Might fit in the trunk of a car. I mean,
We'll fit
it's
in the
not.
back seat.
It's about the size of a cooler.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Is there a time
a
limit
good
on this
size
crate?
cooler. We'd like to have it this evening.
Do we need to add ice?
No, it's self-contained.
How many guys are in here?
11.
You guys, Hank, the boss that's talking to you, Edgar, and 10 guys.
The farthest away guys.
They're on this end. They've come out from behind that bar closest to you. There's some in that little hall right there by the restrooms.
Are they all like pointing guns at us?
Yes.
Just watching.
Yeah.
They're all pointing at us, not saying anything, not doing anything, just pointing guns.
They're just the muscle,
They're
letting you
most
know I
something.
could kill you at any minute.
Okay.
And Hank too. Hank's insurance. Hank is basically insurance right now that you don't kill the boss first thing. You know, that's his safety thing. I'm getting out of here alive, or Hank's going too.
Speaking of that, can I attempt to disable again.
Sure.
Five was the highest.
Okay.
Look, I don't know about these guys. I didn't have anything to do with that.
Look, and you're
I just happened to be there, and I'm in this for the money. So what's it worth to you to actually have us deliver this package for you? It sounds extremely dangerous.
it is dangerous, you know, in my line of work, most things are. This is probably worth hundreds of thousands of dollars to me. And I'll have many more jobs like that. Maybe we could have opportunities together.
Outstanding. You gotta understand, nothing personal. We were just doing a job.
I respect a businessman.
Thank you.
So, like I said, maybe moving forward, it can work out in your favor, you know, monetarily.
Is the package ready now?
The package is ready for pickup.
Let's go.
All right.
Whose property is this package? I'm
trying to
assuming it's
negotiate
not
money.
yours.
You didn't do
It is mine.
I negotiated future jobs. That's something.
It's just not something I want to be moving around myself.
So all we're getting for this job is Hank Lives, correct?
We're even. This is you paying your debt for taking my property. We're even.
We have 11 guys pointing guns at us saying we're going to do this job.
I'm gonna try a little persuasion. Maybe we can get a little
Sure.
sugar.
Sure. Sure.
Is it the 8 or the 6?
That's going to be the 6.
Okay.
And you'll roll 2 of them.
You I know about that. That's what you're posting on the D8 or the D6.
What is old
What'd I get?
Edgar's charisma?
What'd I get?
Double ones.
Oh, we're using a penny on that.
Oh yeah, you want to use a penny on that.
They're rolling in.
Because I don't want whatever's bad that's gonna happen out of that.
Oh my goodness!
Did you get double ones again?
Double ones again.
You can keep spending bennies as long as you have
Do
them.
it. We didn't have to last time, so this time let's use them.
Six dice. Six are all in it.
Just give her 2 there.
Please
A
don't.
1 and a 3. So at least you just failed.
Okay, so was there something you were saying to him to try to persuade him?
Be sexy. They're probably dumb. They're muscle.
Oh yeah. I mean, I was just flirting a little, like, you know, come on, give a
Like
girl something.
you got your little tiger tail. You're like, hey. yeah.
It works like a boa.
It's so soft and fluffy, you know. He's like, you have my promise. He like kind of just like looks at you like, not one of these types, you know, like flirting. This is how you want to do it. Look, if you do this job well, I have many more jobs that your type of people would love the work for, and I will pay well. He says,
And narrows his eyes at the you type of people.
oh yeah, he takes a lot of assumptions at you.
The mistake.
What kind of clothes are these guys wearing? The thugs.
The
Not
thugs,
the boss.
The boss looks nice. The thugs are wearing off the rack suits.
But like ballistic suits, because I'm aware that in this area there are ballistic suits and there's just normal suits.
Sure, they look like it looks like a suit, but it's ballistics.
So it's like a henchman outfit kind of deal.
Okay, we make a
Notice?
yes. Bum, bum, bum.
Well, my smarts is 8, and I got a notice +2 for sound, which no normal notice.
Oh wait, you're blind.
My normal notice is 8. Oh yeah.
You're blind.
You'd have to do your clicking.
Do their clothes sound pretty?
Wait, does that sound like cotton? I forgot who I was talking to.
Well, technically, it probably would sound different.
They're not talking. If they were talking amongst themselves, I'd be really good.
You could do your
But
click.
Yeah, they're
you can
not.
just click.
yeah, but I can't see what kind of clothes
Oh.
they're wearing.
Can I
so-
attempt again?
Yeah, don't do really bad, Logan. This is the 3rd time. So
It's only getting harder, isn't it?
it is, and if you roll too bad, you might set it off.
You get a 6. 8.
8 total.
You have a success. You have a success, and you notice he's holding it in his hand, but he's looking at you and he's talking. But you see the light go off on it.
I want to send a message to their taps and tell them that the bomb is diffused. Bomb's diffused.
So,
Did we ever establish how many henchmen? Were in the
10.
party?
10. There's get them out.
Where are they all?
Okay, so yeah, a couple came. They popped out from behind that bar. They might have slid out of the booze there. Some came down, down through there from the bathroom. A couple are up here by him. Yeah, there's just 10 of them around the bar.
so do you want to do the drug deal, or do you guys want to take out the henchmen?
That's an awful lot.
That's a lot of henchmen.
That's a lot.
Especially already armed with guns pointed.
And we're not prepped. So
Yeah.
Not to mention, it takes a lot.
No, you were just
to
coming in here to
heal
meet
you.
Hank, so.
Takes
Yeah.
a lot more to heal you than it does.
That's true.
in D&D.
yeah, so
Well, let's go carry some drugs.
look,
Let's go carry some drugs. You guys are now mules.
I think I did this in Grand Theft Auto.
I'm still not sure. I'm still not sure it's drugs. I'm not sure what's in that crate.
I think it's a body part. That's why I
my
said you want
gosh.
nice.
I think it's body parts. He said, so, we have a deal then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is my daughter. So, if as quick as you can, like I said, I'd like to have it this evening.
And it's afternoon, like 4-ish, 5-ish?
Earlier afternoon.
Okay,
It's
like
early
2.
Well,
afternoon. So
let's go get in my cab and we'll go get it.
Is that a back door
Real quick.
back here by the bar?
there is a back door. Yes, there's probably another one somewhere that takes you out to the docks and all that. There might be a couple of exits.
I want to go around back and go in that back door and kill that.
Do we?
All right, so you guys all exit at the same time then?
All right
Yep.
then.
We'll try to talk you out of it.
All right, so that's your role play. I'll stay over here.
Meeple.
Oh. Ah.
Listen,
Which,
it would be much easier to not worry about Hank and just burn down the whole building if we're going to do that.
Hank's a friend.
Not really.
He's helped me out.
Well, he's not helped me out before.
Kept me busy.
I'm gonna ask, do we trust the blind guy to drive us to the coordinates?
Okay, speak up.
I'm not totally blind, but I
Yeah,
can
but-
see headlights coming, so I hope they have their headlights on.
Well, I'm driving my motorcycle. So.
I got
I'm on my
car.
own.
I think I'm gonna take a ride with Jenna.
I'll pay the taxi.
Yeah, how in the hell? Does Bats have a driving skill?
No, he does not.
I got money, so if I hit stuff, who cares?
Okay.
Slide an IOU under
Man, this is.
under the windshield.
Does somebody want to drive for Bats? You should have a freaking chauffeur, is what you should have. And we have Titus. Don't put him on the table, please. Don't put him on the table. There's way too much stuff for him to
so
destroy. That's Titus. There's a Titus sighting. So what's the hashtag this week? Hashtag Titus the Super Kitty. I don't know.
Coming for you now.
Yes, he's coming for all my cables. Okay, so
All your cables are
everybody
mine, too.
exits the front.
Yeah.
Ronan has got in his head that he wants to go around back, sneak in the back door, and dispatch Edgar Voss.
This guy isn't worthy.
First of all, it's a suicide mission. There's too many people in there, too many guns. If we do the job, do it quick, do it right, Hank goes free anyway. Then you can find the guy and kill him later.
Or you can hear me out. Whatever's in that crate, we'll just take it, and then whoever he's supposed to deliver it to, will kill him for us.
Ooh. Damn.
I like that idea,
Yeah.
That's devious.
But
except for the killing part.
also,
We're not gonna do it. So
You're not even going to see
This
it.
guy was about to kill Hank.
You won't even
His
be there.
buddy Hank.
he might still kill Hank.
Who you don't care about.
I don't really care
Don't
about
care
that.
about.
I care about whatever's in that crate. It's probably worth some money.
What if it's a trap?
Probably.
We won't go to it. We'll just go get the stuff and go away with it.
There's a reason he wants us to get this for him. It's something he can't do himself. I'm not willing to break any laws to get us in trouble.
Okay, so Ronan's out. Anybody else?
Now, real
So
quick,
we have the address where the crate is already.
Yes, you do.
Do we have the address
really
where it's
breaking the
going?
law
You have
if you
coordinates
don't get
to where it's
caught?
going.
So can we look up the coordinates and see where it's going?
That's why we
yeah,
have to open the crate
absolutely.
and see what's in it.
Who's our good tap person? You? You're
Yes,
the hacker type?
like
Can you see where we're supposed to be delivering the crate? Where that is? What it is? What building? What company? What?
Yeah, just do a
A Google Maps.
Yeah.
yeah. So basically,
Google Earth it.
Logan, roll your hacking with a +2.
6.
Okay, yeah, this was super easy. I mean, you're just looking. You got Google Earth and you're searching it, and it's outside of town. These coordinates take you off road into just desert.
So there's nothing there according to the maps.
Nothing but desert.
So either planning on killing us and taking the crate, or
Hey, but the
There's
Google
gonna be a
Earth,
vehicle out there. There's gonna be somebody else dropping it off to meet us.
the satellite view doesn't show a hole there, but you don't know when they updated it.
It could just be a rendezvous. Who knows? But there's something there that we need to go get. Do we
No,
really have a
that's
choice?
where the crate's going. That's
Oh, that's where it's
delivering.
going.
That's where it's going.
Oh,
So that's your destination coordinates.
can
The pickup where you're picking it up at, you have a real address.
I get a look of
Where we're picking it
where
up?
we're picking it up?
Yeah, you search the address, and it is there's a whole district area on one side of town that is kind of like shipping hubs for different companies, different corporations, or they might have their own, but like UPS or FedEx or any kind of big freight shipping. They have different hubs there, and it's one of those hubs.
Okay.
But then the coordinates are on the opposite side of town and outside of town.
so
So
it's
you're
a delivery company that we're picking it up from.
yeah, but it's not a well-known one. It's one of the smaller companies, so it's not even like a UPS or a FedEx. It's not even a DHL. It's probably even smaller.
Sweet. Okay.
Sweet.
I have a
I don't
plan.
want to know what's going to happen.
Should I program us some badges or
We're
something?
going.
Like-
No. We're going to a delivery company.
We're
Let's
picking
just
up those.
pay them to deliver it.
True.
All right. You got the money?
Interesting.
Well, let's head to the delivery company then.
They're
We'll go watch.
they're a freight delivery company, so
It's
they
a
would
piece of freight.
they would be
it's
sending it in like a semi.
Good. It's easier for us to see from a distance.
Right.
In that case, I need to switch from a motorcycle to my all-terrain vehicle.
All right, so we get to the
Sandrail.
delivery.
Wow.
Let's go to the delivery company. Oh wait,
Okay.
unless Ronan wants to kill the guy, because let's do
We don't have
this,
to do anything illegal. We're
And
going
we
to
won't
pay
do
to have the
anything
package
illegal.
delivered and see what happens.
and then we'll deal with the fallout as it happens.
I'll help you kill him later.
I'm torn between staying here and watching them.
Well, we could do this, but
Think
we're going to
of-
go stalk out where the delivery spot is for when the freight company gets in. So we're going to watch what happens, but we're not going to be the ones doing it.
So we're still an accessory to a crime, is what you're saying.
We have no idea what's in
can't
there.
see.
We've done
He
nothing
can't see.
wrong.
That's true.
He's
He
not-
can't see, but he's got a car.
And a super flare.
Oh my gosh.
This is like the dumbest combination.
This is disaster waiting to happen.
But I have super hearing. so
You
it's
do.
okay.
You do have abilities that
Not
let
only-
you fight.
Not only is my hearing enhanced, I have bionics on top of that to give me super hearing.
As a blind
Not really.
character in a cyberpunk setting. You didn't take cyber eyes. You're getting paid. You can buy new eyes.
I might buy. How much are new eyes? I got money.
I got money. All right, so we're going to
the shipping
the
company.
delivery company.
Is this going to be like the end of 7, where like they're in the desert and UPS delivers the box and what's in the box?
I promise there's no head in it.
Okay.
I promise there's no head in it.
No body parts.
Because if I got my hands up,
Upper
I was thinking
or
about cutting
lower?
it open with my super flail. Just
Slices right through the package.
Misses because he can't
All right.
see
So
it.
who else going to the delivery service? I'm going to the delivery service.
I'm going to the delivery
Okay.
service.
All right, we're all going then. We're heading to the
Is that Tom?
delivery service.
Yes, take a drink every time you see Titus.
Who's got the best persuasion? No.
I don't know.
Mine is 6, but my charisma is like 4.
My persuasion 6.
Yeah, mine is 6.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you guys will get the shot at it. So we go to pick it up.
And
Too grumpy.
I was going to say, he's a human. Ronan's a human 2.0. He might have good persuasion as well, but
Well, I'm pretty, but I'm
I have intimidation, but I'm a little guy, so I have to scare you with other things.
yeah, but you're kind of scary looking.
Yeah, you're just creepy.
Yeah, yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. Creepy.
I'm the nasty kind of scumbag who just hangs out in the shadows. Yeah.
Why didn't you give this description earlier? This is fantastic.
Sorry, I should have. It's just warming up.
We're getting there. Okay, so you guys take off. Who's where? Who's driving what car and who's riding what car?
Who's with me? I'm in a taxi. I have plenty of room.
I'm driving my Sanrail because it's got 4-wheel drive.
Nobody wants to be in my taxi.
Nice.
I'm in there with you.
Logan's in my taxi.
I'm driving.
I am not
I'm with
riding
Jenna.
Okay,
Bat's driving.
I'm going to back her motorcycle.
No, I'm in
Get
my
tiny
Sanrail.
car.
I can take passengers in my Sanrail.
So I can
It's 4-wheel drive.
Bats, make your notice rolls that help you to
Drive.
to do your daredevil type sonar. That Murdoch can do it. You can do it, right?
That's a 4. That would give me an 8.
8.
I have a +4. 2 for my natural
That's-
enhancement and 2 for the bionics.
That's a raise. So you go from a -6 on your roll to a -2. Roll driving.
That's a
Doesn't
4,
sound
right?
good.
That's what we were just talking about. I'm linking into his car so I can drive it instead of him.
You have a smart car? Your car have?
Bill. Smart
If-
car. Or bats.
I'm not sure.
It is
Yeah,
an armored taxi, but I don't think
You didn't purposely make it analog, right?
No.
Okay, so it has Logan. Hack it.
Now, when I roll a 6 as my backup to the 4 side?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, you do. But it's -2 since you don't have the skill. So you're actually a -4.
10.
Logan, you are through the firewall. You want to do knowledge programming
Cool. Drop.
to see if you can take control of it.
5.
Okay, that's a success. Logan, roll your driving skill.
I don't have a driving skill.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
Well, here, let me roll mine too.
I have driving. You probably should have
like
filed in my Sanrail.
I know, right?
I have 5 and -2. Oh, you gotta sit. Oh, nice. 9.
It's a -2 since you don't have the skill.
So 7 total.
Okay, so that's a success. And it Bats is over there driving, and Logan is sitting in his seat. You know, he's doing stuff in augmented reality and hyper reality. You got your head out there, you're clicking away, and you this thing is driving so smooth. You feel like, man, this is the best I've ever drove in my life. I can't believe it. How am I doing this?
Anything today?
There's dings all down the side of the car. You're like, I'm not hitting anything. Nobody's honking at me.
That's an armored taxi. I don't have dings.
You got other people's paint chips down the armor of your taxi.
That's my paint
You have a
job.
car of many colors.
It's multicolored
It's
for
a
sure.
car of many colors.
Yes.
I have never seen another color.
There's a piece of guardrail flapping down behind it.
You're doing great, Bats.
You are doing great, Bats.
You hanging out the window of Ace Ventura.
All right, so You all. Who's Ronan riding with? Is he with Bats experiencing this?
No, he's
No.
not going.
He's in her. Are you in her tiny car?
You got a tiny car?
I got a tiny car.
She's got a sand rail.
Yeah, sand rail. So
I'm her.
Yeah, he's 6'2", grumpy dude in a trench coat, smushed up in a tiny car.
I got a shotgun.
Knees are up on his chest.
So you guys arrive there individually, but you go to the same place. I mean, and it's a busier place. I mean, there's stuff coming in and out. People are picking stuff up. It's Vegas. There's lots of deliveries coming in and out. Lots of people need to get their stuff. So I mean, and it's middle of the day, so it's regular work hours. So nothing unusual for these 3 cars to pull up at one time. So who's doing what?
Who's got the most persuasion?
Mine is
We
6.
both do. We
So
both
one
have
of you
6.
one of you two come with me because I got the money. So
You can go with him.
All right. I'll go with you.
all right, we walk up.
You have the personality.
We walk up.
I'm waiting outside.
A bat and a cat. Walk up, and we're like, pick up the package.
Where's the punchline?
This is-
A bat and a cat walk into a bar.
Walk into a mail center.
It's a
bat and a cat.
and a robot. Oh, no.
yeah, this is getting a little silly.
I'm staying outside.
It's turning
too.
into a Dr. Seuss book.
Oh my gosh.
Is somebody wearing a hat?
The bat.
You probably are.
The bat and the hat.
The bat and the hat.
Bat and a hat
With the cat.
I also picture you with a monocle, by the way.
I thought I'd have sunglasses on, but then I realized there's no way to get them over my ears.
I'm sure somebody can
goggles.
customize that for
You
you.
get the ones that pinch on you.
Yeah,
your nose.
the
Yeah.
Morpheus ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so the bat and the cat
We go to pick up the package.
go in. Are you to pick up the package?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's like this mid-20s guy, less shaven than I am. He's got some scruffy hair. His uniform doesn't quite fit him right. And he's like, next, what can I do for you?
Here to pick up a package.
Name?
What was it in the tap that I was supposed to pick it up under? Do I even know?
Yeah, it's just under the name.
Edgar Voss.
It's just the paper that you have has an address on it, has the coordinates on it, and at the top it just says Simon.
Package for Simon.
Oh, 1 second, sir. And like his eyes like get like he recognized it. I'll go grab your merchandise, sir. 1 moment. And
So you're gonna have them delivered or not?
he disappears into the back, and he a few minutes later he comes back out, and it's like a metal box, 2.5 feet long, about 1.5 foot, and then maybe a 1.5 foot, 2 feet tall. It looks like you would have a cooler on a picnic, but it's freaking all metal, and it's
How much does he struggle to
sealed and
carry?
locked. He doesn't care. He brings it out on like a flatbed dolly. Like he wheels it out on a cart. He's like, which vehicle would you like this in, sir?
I can't carry that.
He's like, I can get somebody to help you if you need.
Yeah,
Okay.
bring your biggest guy.
He gets a, hey Tony, you wanna come up here and help this little fellow out? Yeah. And a few minutes, and Tony, this big guy, he just picks it up off the cart. Where would you like me to put it, sir?
That's my taxi out there. Go ahead and put it in there. Hey.
Yeah.
Now, has the manager walked away, or is he still there?
The kid,
The
or
clerk guy at the
the
counter.
clerk, yeah, he's still there.
We're gonna take it about 5 steps away from the counter. So that guy's gonna stay there waiting for the next customer, right?
Sure.
Perfect.
Okay.
All right. We need to get about 5 steps away.
Tony's carrying.
So-
Tony, hold on.
Yes, sir. As you
You're a delivery company, right?
freight, yes, sir.
Well, that's a piece of freight. Can I have you guys? How much would it cost me to have you deliver that?
Well, I
Not
just
to me, because I need to get it to my customer, and I'm not going to be able to get it out of my vehicle.
Tony, I just carry them, sir. I load the trucks. I don't know prices.
All right. Well, do you want to make some money, Tony? I need a big guy like you to take this to where I'm going. How much do you make here a week, Tony?
Well, he kind of looks around at the
We're out
clerk.
of earshot of everybody important, I think.
He's like looking around like
Come
Well-
on, Tony. You could help us out, couldn't you?
Roll that.
That's why I'm here. God, not ones again.
You got 3.
I got a 3. I'm not using my last one for that.
Mine isn't gonna.
Can't
help.
you give bennies to people?
I can.
I mean, like, could I give a Benny to? There's something I read that a feed or something you could get.
Maybe, but no, there's you got to take an edge for that.
That's it.
You got to take an edge for that. As a normal player, no.
So I'm assuming the 3 fail.
So that
Your camera dad Titus is down there swatting it.
It's all right.
No,
Titus.
No, this can't be above this.
that's what it was.
Look at his face.
Yes.
It work?
Fail.
Oh, fail. Okay.
Fail.
But does he sound interested in my proposal still?
Do I?
He's kind of like,
If you want.
well, you know, it's
Start throwing some money at him.
it's a job, sir. It's
Throw it at him.
it's not the best, but they treat me okay.
Tony, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Since you're such a big guy and you can carry this around, how about I give you 500 credits for you to deliver this for me? Because I just can't lift. Look how little.
And I'm a girl.
Do you have persuasion or negotiation or something? I don't
He has
think it's not
intimidation.
negotiation. It's
You have intimidation.
I have intimidation.
well, you want to roll that persuasion as persuasion as a
-2.
-2,
All right.
untrained.
1 to 6. And now it's plus charisma, right? Which I have
Yes.
2.
Oh wait, I should have added my charisma to that?
Yes.
Oh, yes. You
Yes.
had a 5.
No, I would have had my charisma's 4.
Oh, well,
I
that's a
had
7.
7.
Oh well, you don't have to pay Tony all too much.
In money.
He instantly. I thought that was with your charisma.
No, I forgot to add my charisma.
Okay, yeah, add your charisma. Okay, so we're gonna do this retroactively then. So he's like, oh yeah, he's like, so he's like, I love this deal. He's like, this is fantastic. Like you're talking about paying him and everything. There's a Titus sighting for you, those of you in the chat room, and he and you start flirting with him, and his face, you know, he gets all flushed and he's already flustered. He's not much of a talker anyway. Tony's the guy in the back lifting stuff. He doesn't talk to
Big
people.
and dumb, perfect.
Just yes sir, no sir, you know.
Just how I like
And he's like, well, I could deliver it for you guys. Sure, I could always use them some money. Yes, ma'am.
That'd be so nice. Tony.
Yes, ma'am. My lunch break's coming up in about a half an hour. Where do you want me to take it?
We'll give him the GPS coordinates. Out in the middle of the desert. Somebody will meet you there for it.
Is it a campsite or something? Or that's a weird place to take a delivery.
I think he's got a temporary office out there. We're doing some work of some sort.
Oh, a construction
I think
site.
it's a
Very
bunker.
good. Okay. My lunch break's in a half an hour. I'll run it over then. He's like, how much am I going to make for this?
Well, besides the fact that she would be Tony's tiger,
I'm gonna rip your ears off later.
I'll give you 100. I'll give you 100
I'm
credits.
going to get you for that.
100 credits. That's more than a good day's work.
All right. Okay.
That's true.
All right, so he carries it back into the back, and he says, "All right, I'll see you there."
Alrighty.
So you got Tony.
And we go wherever it says we want to find a place where we can be as far away as
Yeah.
possible, but see Tony's truck
Elevation.
pull up.
We need elevation.
If we found a knoll,
No,
preferably
grassy
not
knoll.
grassy.
Sure, there's like some parking lots nearby that you could, you know, Vegas. I don't think is too hilly.
What? I don't know, man.
Sand
Death
dunes,
Valley
yeah.
is.
Well, I've never been to Vegas, so I mean, so if you've been there and you know it,
Well,
like because I mean the
Rock,
strip,
what-
what I've seen of it is pretty flat, right?
If
So
we're far enough outside of town, there should be sand dunes, right?
yeah.
If they can see
there's
him,
just-
But I mean, out
I
there,
can hear him.
like the roads in the desert are
Like
there.
rock
It's like
climbing.
flat and goes on for miles and miles. I mean, so
And
you
they
can see
actually
forever.
rock
I'm pretty sure, you know.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying. You know,
Right, but
Heard of.
I've seen Fear and Loathing in
So
Las
rugged.
Vegas enough times to know that there's It's not like living here in West Virginia where there's
Yeah, that makes sense.
huge hills.
With, like,
Where the
rocks and
buffalo
stuff in it.
roam.
Oh, that's a good one too.
We need to find a rock outcropping, apparently, to get up on.
Sure, you can find something. You're kind of still in the city. You might be on the edge of the city, and he's going to be leaving. You know that the path he's going to have to take is going to take him directly through town to the fastest way for him to get this delivery done on his lunch break and get back. He's going to have to go straight through town to the other side into the desert and then back.
Okay.
But he's just made $100 for 45 minutes worth of work. So. And a little bit of furry time, so he's okay.
So he thinks.
He's okay. So he thinks.
You like that hand?
I'll cut it off like your wings.
Sorry, I couldn't see what I was doing.
But yeah, you find a parking lot to pull into, maybe a parking garage, or that you find maybe something that's a little more elevated. Maybe there is a parking lot on a hill that you can get a good view, but you find plenty of vantage points. You can see there's plenty of places you scout out. You find where you're going to be able to see him pulling out of the fence onto the main road and into the direction, because it's a pretty straight shot through town to get to where he's going, so you have a pretty good idea of the route he's going to take, because he needs to do it fast, and you've GPS'd it already. You can figure out the fastest route. So, are we still all in separate cars?
I'm in my 4-wheel drive.
Yeah.
Still. So.
Yep. Click, click.
There's a lot more legroom.
There's a lot more.
I'm 6 foot. I'm not driving no tiny car.
I don't really use the car that much. This is like an anomaly for
And
me.
it has a weapon in it.
I don't use
So what you're
the
saying
car.
is you're even more inexperienced.
Yeah.
For what?
Great.
Driving.
Yeah, you shouldn't even own a car.
Do you even have a license?
For what?
Don't you have to have 20/40 vision to have a license?
Yeah, but you can drive without a license.
He just buys his way out of his tickets.
You give a
Makes
cop
sense.
200 credits, you're gone.
Makes sense.
Don't forget the donut.
All right, so
Probably get 100 credits in a donut.
Right.
within the half hour, you see a car pull out, and it's Tony's driving it, and he's not following the speed limits too well. He's on his lunch break. He wants to get this delivery done. He doesn't want to let you down. Tony seemed like a stand-up guy when you were talking to him. Honest guy, big and dumb, yes, but
Tony's gonna get arrested.
honest guy. So he's not really following the speed limits too well, because his lunch break's probably only a half hour. And it's going to take him longer than that to get there and back. But $100 is $100. He'll take a couple of points at work just for the $100.
Sure.
So from your vantage point, you see him pull out, and he pulls out on the road, and he merges into traffic. Who's driving?
I'm
Still, we still got Jenna.
driving.
He's
Cat.
letting me
He's
think I'm
driving.
driving.
Yeah.
Logan, you're still jacked into the car, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Just roll your driving again,
3.
because you're overcoming his driving.
We're gonna die.
3 minus 2.
1.
Roll your driving.
I rolled a 1 on the other
I think
one
it's a
too,
4,
so
isn't
I
it?
know, but I can't find my
Does the
first little
minus-
die.
Huh?
I
There's
rolled
room
a
right
1
there.
on the other
Oh.
one too. So does the minus 2 on the 3 make it 2 ones?
No, it's natural ones.
10. Minus 2 is 8.
Get out of here. That's a raise. So
Just as smooth as I was.
the blind guy is driving. This is ridiculous. And he's only like 2 feet tall, so he's standing up in the driver's seat somehow. He's got like the pedals rigged up to something.
No, I'm like 4 foot tall.
Yeah, I just say
I'm like-
he's almost a hobbit.
You're like the little old lady driver.
He's almost a hobbit.
I was actually only 5'3".
All
when I
right.
got the
So,
changes.
who's lead car? Who's mid car? Who's behind car? Last
Any more
car.
question the taxi.
I don't want. I want to be behind him driving
Yeah, no kidding.
because
Might not
you
know
know,
when to stop.
I don't want. Yeah, I don't want to be in.
I'll
front
tap
of
you
him.
on the shoulder.
All right. So Logan, you got shotgun in Bats' car, who's evidently in the lead. He's being lead car right now.
I'll bring up the rear, I guess.
It's not hard. You guys don't have a problem following Tony. He's not somebody that expects somebody's following him. So he's not thinking that he's got to shake a tail or anything, but you follow him and you get about halfway through town and a cop car pulls out in front of you directly behind Tony.
His lights on.
Within the next block, they come on,
I'm gonna disable it.
and then, but 1 second. Because at that next block, when his lights come on, a cop car from each intersection turns with their lights on also.
Oh, this is a setup.
That's why Tony's going.
Poor Tony. You better buy him a good lawyer.
Yeah.
I feel bad.
I know Tony less than I know Hank.
I like my idea.
So they
Kill the
Tony.
cops. Now we gotta
Tony
kill cops.
pulls over, and a cop car pulls up behind him, beside him, and in front of him. What do you guys do? Nobody's got out. That's just the configuration. So they blocked his car in when he pulls over. And they're blocking one lane of traffic too, so you'll have to go around them or turn off or something. Bats can't see this. He might hear the sirens, but he can't see the lights
I
flashing.
can see red and blue lights flashing.
Rubberneck it.
Nope.
It's a
Robot
sting.
ear it.
It's a sting. Tony's got a wire.
I pull up my car behind somewhere. I pull over as fast as I can.
Gonna follow suit.
Behind the cops?
Anywhere I can. Anywhere I can.
Okay, so you just pull off to the
Pull off
side.
to the side of the road because I want to know what's going to be said. One.
Okay.
And I'm going to go get my tracer gun.
Is there enough? Like, are they all
before.
close
Okay.
enough together that I could blind them all, even
You're just
Tony, and someone can run in and get the
getting out a
crate?
gun.
That's a good possibility. It is like,
I also-
getting to be later afternoon in the middle of Vegas, so it's pretty busy. You're going to be
Traffic's picking up.
blinding some innocent bystanders as well, and not to mention when you pulled off of the road, you're basically almost parallel parking behind a cop. So, I mean, you're gonna get out and get your there's a Titus sighting for you guys. You're gonna get out. You're gonna get your
My gun out of the trunk.
Right in full view of the cop.
Not in full view of the cops.
You're
They
parked
can't-
behind him.
Okay, I'm going to get out and listen.
you at most you're a car length away from them.
Okay, perfect. I'm going to pop the hood.
Okay.
I'm gonna get out.
Get under the hood and look like I'm doing something.
Okay.
And walk back to the trunk, listening to them the whole time, what they're saying to him.
Okay.
Look like I'm getting a tool out.
Okay. Give me your notice roll. What's the other two cars doing? Are you stopping somewhere? Or
She's
you...
laid
Yeah,
down,
I've-
Ronan hops out and kind of tries to blend in on the sidewalk with.
Okay.
I went ahead and pulled over and parked a little further back because I was in the back end of the.
It's not hard to blend in right now. Ronan doesn't have any problems blending in.
Got a 7 on my notice.
A viewer said go a block ahead or something.
Yes. So Ronan doesn't have a problem blending in. The cops really aren't paying attention to you back that far. You got a 7 on your notice. You got a success. They're not being quiet, and they're not like yelling and everything. One cop is up there and he's like, let me, license, registration, all that stuff. And it's almost all one sentence. It's license, registration, pop your trunk.
Now, wait a minute. I need to know if it was the cop that was on the far side of him or the cop that's on my side of him that said, pop your trunk.
The one behind him,
Perfect.
and he's the original one that came out.
That's the one I need.
It's the first cop car that came out into the line.
Can I set one of the cop cars' sirens off?
Yeah. Give me your hacking roll, Logan, or proxy. I know, right?
That's nice.
Chat room, just pull up right there behind the cops.
9 total.
9 total. Man. So that's just a success, not a race.
Programming now.
Yes. Knowledge programming to do your manipulation.
3.
3. So you got in past the firewall. You're searching around through the car systems. Look at this. I have a Titus sighting. All right, he's out of here. So you're not able to manipulate the files on there or anything in your in a timely manner. You weren't able to find the controls for the sirens.
All right.
So
Him too.
I feel like I missed something. Was somebody else doing something?
I had a notice, and you told me what I noticed.
Yes. I got distracted by a Titus.
Well, then I'm going around to get into the trunk to look like I'm getting a tool.
But are you getting your dart gun
Sort of.
that
Literally
fires
gonna go,
your trackers?
I'm behind my trunk. I'm literally like going to go, ba-dink, and hit one of the cop cars.
I love the chat room. Woohoo! Thanks, Titus. So,
You're blind.
I know where they are.
yeah,
I
but he
know
has the special edge. We've homebrewed some stuff for him where he can has this
Right.
combat edge to take take it down, do his clicking,
Right.
his sonic clicking.
It's just weird that the blind guy's shooting.
Oh yeah.
Stay
What
in
are you-
this general direction.
What are you aiming for? What are you aiming for?
Bumper would be a good
A
idea.
bumper on the cop car, the back end of the cop car, away from where they're standing talking.
Okay. Give me your clicking notice.
10.
I love our chat room.
10.
10. Okay, so that's a success and a raise. Your target number's 4. Success and a raise, so that's down from -6 to a -2 on your shooting roll. So -2 on your shooting roll. The car's pretty stationary. The problem is you're blind.
Yeah, but I've got shooting even as a skill. So
Yeah, I know,
I got
I
a
know.
5, which would be a 3 if you give me
A success
-2.
is a success is a hit, so it's actually probably a little easier than that. Well, 5 before your -2 or after?
Correct, before my -2.
Oh, so you got a 3.
yeah. Because that would be impossible for me to shoot anything if I had a -2 and I had a 4.
I like the questions. He can. So
Please do it.
You put one in the cop's leg.
It's in the tire, so
you miss, and you hear, what the fuck? You've hit an innocent bystander on the sidewalk.
well, we know where they'll be.
Whenever they'll be like,
What the fuck is this thing? Officer!
oh no.
Then you
I put
see
it back in and I go get in the
you see this person walk over to the cop, and you start to hear this heated argument. He's like, "Sir, you need to get the F out of my face right now." He's like, "I don't have time for your shit. I've got something else to deal with." He's like,
What?
do you want me to take you to jail too? I can easily put you in that cop car right alongside of this scumbag. And Tony's like, "Well, I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. You know, I'm on, somebody paid me to deliver this package. I didn't do anything." You know, and they're, "Get out of the car." You hear him telling him, "Get out of the car." And Tony's like, got his hands up as he's getting out of the car, and he's like, look, this little bat guy
You need to get back in the car.
and this really sexy tiger,
back in the car.
I never
back
got
in
out
the
of the
car.
car, so.
really sexy
Pulling
tiger
out the cab.
paid me 100 credits to deliver this package. He's like, I might have been,
See my ears.
I might have been speeding a little bit, but what's the problem?
At that moment, since I'm still in the car's database, can I have the car like start up and drive off?
Listening to the chat
Hold
room,
on,
I see.
wait. Question.
Yes.
Did the guy give the cop the tracer?
Yes.
Did the cop put the tracer in his pocket?
We don't know yet.
Let's see what the cop did with it. No. He threw it on the ground. I apologize. The dice gods have spoken.
Oh, well. That's worth a shot.
I was giving you a 50-50 chance there. But he was
watching this, getting more and more upset. He's thinking this was a setup.
Yeah, I think you're right.
And he's picturing himself slicing and dicing his way through all those thugs.
You see the cop talking his radio. Bats, give me. Are you back in the car?
Yeah.
Give me a notice, and I'm going to roll notice on the cops.
Ooh, nice.
I mean, he already can't see, so it doesn't matter if I blind him.
And Tony.
He can't see
Can I
him.
make my roll
15.
for the cop car?
Yeah.
15 on my notice.
Are you kidding me?
Nope.
Those are some good ears.
That's what I paid for.
That's what I paid for. Okay, so you see the cop talking to his mic of his radio, and because they still use them in 2090, and
It's wireless now.
it is. But oh, come on, buddy. Not in my dice tray.
See, that wasn't even a tightest sighting.
It is now. Here's another Titus sighting. I pulled him out of my dice tray. You hear the radio come back as, what do you mean there's only one human? You know what Edgar said. He's like, that's not the target. He has the cargo, sir.
I
He
bet
says,
it's empty.
take the cargo, kill the human, and find those fucking people.
I let them know that those cops are about to kill that guy, and
By the way, since you guys are pretty close to the cops, I'm rolling notice rolls.
well, I'm pulling away. I'm driving away as this is happening.
Okay.
I got a 10.
Which cop car and where are you taking it?
Run him over.
I can't do that.
What?
Oh, you can
I've got the phobia.
Of seeing the dead bodies. You don't
Right.
you're not a pacifist though.
Just look
No,
away.
but I don't want to see them die either.
Yeah.
Well, we're
Well,
actually
you
driving
won't
away.
because he's
Okay.
driving. You're
Yeah, I'm
driving.
just gonna have them hit them while we're driving away.
Okay, make your driving roll, Logan.
Oh,
Make your driving roll.
I'm gonna make sure to hit him.
I know you guys suck at driving. I don't know why either one of you are driving.
Oh,
Are you kidding me right now?
9.
7.
So for those of you that don't know Savage Worlds very well, they have exploding dice, and Logan just kept re-rolling that because he kept rolling the highest number
bump.
possible. 7.
7. I got a 9 total, but with the -7.
Okay, so
Do you encounter those often?
that's still only a success.
Yeah, but still, I still hit.
Like, oh, there was
something.
all this excitement. We're like, woo! Be like, oh, it's just a success. There's not even a race.
Okay, well,
It's not even a race. So, okay, but you've managed to hit some people, and
the right people.
Some people.
some people.
And does this count as a stressful moment for me?
This is going to be a very stressful moment for you.
Want me to
So
make a spirit roll?
I'm going to need you to make your spirit roll for your hindrance. Evidently, this was an important phone call. Bill had to go,
4.
but he'll be back. Anyway,
What?
4 makes it.
Okay.
But let's also have you. You can probably hear his conversation right now. So also make damage rolls. The car's not going very fast, and just off of the top of my head, give me a 2d8 damage roll. Because it might not be going fast, but it's definitely enough to roll over them. Because you're starting from a stop position.
8.
8.
Yeah.
That's a raise.
I thought it was just straight.
Well, no, that's 8. What do I have these guys toughness at? Let's see here.
I hit something.
Good.
If nothing else, you got us time to get away.
Right.
You veer the car out from behind Tony's car, and you punch it. Some of them jump out of the way. A couple of them bounce off of it, maybe knock into a couple other humans. But they stand up and start moving towards the other cop cars to go in pursuit. The only thing that they really see to go in pursuit of is their cop car. Because
Is Tony in the back of the cop car already, or is he still out?
Tony hasn't even made it to the back. He's
I want
cuffed.
to grab poor Tony and get him out of there.
He's cuffed.
If there is opportunity to
trying to get the car
and kind of
That's
Liberate poor Tony.
It is chaos right now.
I'm
The
running out of the crowd and jerking Tony.
pull him
Out
into
of-
his car.
I like where this is going.
So does Tony.
Are you an
He's having a lucky day.
Yeah. Tony
First it's Tiger, now
loves
Human
you
2.0.
guys.
You better pay Tony so much.
Okay, so
This is what I signed up for.
there is a lot of chaos here. So the cop car, let's recap. Cop car, Proxy
My language.
Proxy has pulled the cop car away, bounced a couple of cops off of it, and it's barreling down the street now. I don't know how long you want to keep it under control
Well,
for.
I want to have it slam on the brakes and reverse it right into the other cop cars.
Okay, well, the other cops are all, even the cop that's his car, they're all rushing to the cop cars because they're like, what the hell? Somebody just stole our car,
Okay, in that case, I want to get them going as fast as possible.
Drive him away. We'll go get the car going.
Yeah, okay. We'll drive them away, but I want to end up just as fast as possible slamming on the brakes. That's the way they hit it.
All right. Now here's the problem, because you're controlling this through AR and you're controlling it wirelessly. You have a range. What's your TAPS range? So you have a range.
20, it says.
Okay, so you guys are going to have to stay within that range of that car. That 20, that's 40 yards. You have to stay within 40 yards of that car he's controlling in order to
We just have to get him away. We only have to do this for a few blocks, and we're already driving right alongside him.
Right. So so let's break the situation down. That car is going, the cops are going to the cop car. Tony's in cuffs, but not in a cop car, and the package is still in Tony's truck or car.
And we're about to lead all the cops away, or any cops staying with Tony.
No cops care about Tony right now.
Yeah!
No cops care about
We're
Tony right
driving
now.
down the road, and we only have to go a few blocks, and we're done. A block, and we're done.
These cops are obviously corrupt from what you've heard. They're actually want you. So,
But they don't know we're here.
so okay, Logan, are you going to continue driving along with this for a little bit?
Just about, probably 20 yards.
Give me
down.
enough time to get the crap out of the truck
Yeah,
into my
20
car.
yards.
All right,
down.
Logan, make another or Proxy. I got to get your names right. Proxy, make another driving roll. You're still hacked in.
Oh,
I got 6 and 4 on both.
You re-roll both of them. You take the higher whenever you quit
Well,
rolling
7 takes a
your
7.
exploding dice. 7. So that's still a success. You're still driving straight. You're not running into anything. You're accelerating. The cops jump in their car. Sirens are blaring. They're, you hear on the radio, holy shit, somebody stole our car. I didn't even see anybody get in it,
Well, and since we're right ahead of them now, since we've been driving away already,
Right.
we're going to pull over just like we would for a police chase when we get about his range.
Because then his range won't matter.
Exactly.
Okay. So that's fine. So you guys,
I'm gonna pull on up
Someone in the chat
and
said-
grab the package. He's busy. He was already out of the car
It's
on
not
the
the-
sidewalk. So
are you grabbing Tony?
I'm grabbing Tony.
Okay, grabbing Tony.
I'm gonna get the package out.
Tony's
of
like,
Tony's car.
what the hell? What's going on?
Hi, Tony. Hop in.
Oh, pretty lady. He's like, what the hell happened?
Life.
Pretty kitty.
So you throw him in there. He's like, what was that package? And you toss the package in, I'm
Yeah.
guessing? Okay.
I figure 6 foot 175. I can probably handle that package.
Public indecency.
I want to get back to the bar,
Get Hank.
Yeah.
see if they're still there.
All right, so
So
So yeah,
cops are down the road. You
We've
guys
got
have
Tony
pulled
in the
off.
package,
You got
so-
Tony in the package.
Yeah.
yeah, I guess where's everybody gonna go? Or is there a meetup point
Well,
at
we can
this
talk
time?
through our taps. We've got like.
So okay,
We should meet at the bar.
Yeah, I want to go back to the bar.
See what's going on with Hank. Now that
Oh,
we're
how about a
packaged.
block away from the bar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
all right. So
Right up to the bar.
Somewhere
we have
block-
Oh, I'm
Tony.
gonna dump Tony off wherever he lives or at work, whatever,
Excellent.
somewhere.
Okay,
Did
so
the cops get his information? Did they have
oh
time to
yeah,
get
they
his
got
information?
they have his. The cop had his info in his hand. It was license, registration,
Might
Did
pop
he
the
have time to
trunk.
put it in his computer though, or
Might-
did Tony get it back?
I'm gonna lay low for.
Tony doesn't have his info. He doesn't have his license or anything
Okay, well,
like that.
just drop Tony off of work. Who cares? It's just Tony.
It's just Tony. It's just Tony. Bats doesn't give a shit about anything.
Yeah.
All right, so we have Tony, we have
about Bats.
package. We have Tony, we have package, we have cops chasing their own car.
I'm bringing Tony with us for now.
Do it, Tony.
Don't
Cops
Don't
chasing their own car. And
Tony's still with us.
we're gonna take a break for about 10 minutes.
Make it
Because some of us have to take a potty break after having some beers. You guys might need to after a couple of Titus sightings. So we'll reconvene in about 10 minutes. I want to thank everybody that's been watching so far. The chat room has been kind of funny. I've been watching it. I thank you all. I'll see you in 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Who is that in
Maybe.
the chat? Who are
All right, so we're going to start off with the tightest sighting. Sorry about that. We're actually 12-minute break. You can blame those guys. I was here. I made it. I made it on time.
Suck up.
I am the ass kisser. That is right. All right, so welcome back. We are HyperGiantMedia on Twitch. We're also on, what are we on? Twitter, Facebook, YouTube channel. If you've missed any of the first half, you can catch it on the YouTube channel. I'll probably have it posted tomorrow. We are playing Interface Zero 2.0 using the Savage Worlds Deluxe Explorers Edition rules. For now, the new Adventures edition is coming out soon, along with a new Interface Zero 3.0 that uses the Adventures edition. So who knows, we might switch to that eventually. For now, we are still using the Deluxe Explorers edition, trying to adjust. We had some movement during break. There we go. Right before break, chaos. Chaos. Let's see.
Bat shot a random citizen.
With a tracking device, though, like it, he shot it with a tracking device, so it's not damage. It's just we know where that random citizen's going to be.
Well, apparently laying on the sidewalk right now.
Well, it's probably run over by a cop car. The tracker just got thrown on the road by the cop. They were pissed. Tony, this poor gentleman that works for a small branch of a shipping company in Vegas, was paid to take a package that you knew was questionable to a location that you knew Tony might get killed at, and instead he got pulled over by some corrupt cops who then Proxy, our hacker, hacked into their car and tried to drive over said corrupt cops, causing chaos and a distraction. But you have Tony back, you have the package back. Where are you going with both of those, and where are the other? And I just want to point out, if you're just joining us and you missed the first half, our hybrid bat character who is blind is driving a car. With that said, where are we taking everything?
About a block.
We were meeting about a block away from the bar.
We're going to meet in a place about a block away from the bar.
From the Neon Disco, from Hank's bar.
Correct.
I want to check the package. If whoever has the highest notice for this, we need to check this package for.
That is something nobody has done, but nobody's really had contact with it other than Tony. You guys have not even seen the package other than on a dolly.
Right. Well, I mean, it's in my car now. I want to.
Yes.
We need to check it for a tracker.
Okay, so we're pulling over.
Yes.
And we're all meeting in some random parking lot.
Yes.
We're around a block away from the bar. Somewhere near the
So
bar.
you're in the vicinity of the Neon Disco.
I'm really worried about Hank right now.
Well, that's why we're going back for him.
Yeah, so you got the Neon Disco is not your route to the destination coordinations that Edgar Voss gave you is not en route to the bar. You are going out of your way to get to the Neon Disco, to get to Hank's bar. So this is definitely going to put you behind your time.
For the delivery?
Maybe, depending on your route, I guess. But I mean, Vegas, we're getting into 5 o'clock traffic in Vegas.
We're not going to make that delivery. We're going to let whoever's getting it kill Edgar Voss.
Okay.
How about we pull over and check this package
All
that's in
right,
my car so it doesn't blow up or something
Real quick,
first?
Maybe it's his kid. Who knows?
Before they check it, whenever I was like viewing all the electronics, did I see a tracker in his car?
Did you? I'm gonna I'll let you retroactively roll a
Notice?
we just played Shadowrun, so it's not really a matrix perception, but maybe roll your hacking again, or sorry, I'm gonna get gears turning. Just roll your notice. That will work as a matrix perception, how it works in Shadowrun, I guess.
4 4.
4 is a success. You did notice there was like an arrow, an augmented reality object. That's again, sorry, that's Shadowrun terminology, but there is a hyper object there, I should say, for
On the package.
So
let me restate that. The package has 2.
I'm gonna tap.
There, you notice one.
There are 2.
One is for the electronic lock, and one is for a GPS type device. Yes.
Great. So I'm carrying a marked package.
Well, let's fix that.
Yeah, let's.
You got proxy. You got a hacker.
And I got a super flail. I can open
I think
anything.
we should just kick it out the door and be done with it.
Open.
So is anybody feeling a little perturbed at Edgar Voss yet?
Yeah.
Very.
Yeah.
I figured.
I think we should just leave it.
I think he's my kind of people.
So, all right. So, are we going to keep
Shady
this thing
business.
and disable the tracking, or are we going to cut it open, see what's inside? We're going to ditch it. What are we doing?
I can disable the tracking if you need.
Logan, did you hear me? There's 2 hyper objects on there. There's the lock, and which you can clearly see is a keypad,
Yeah.
and there's the tracking
tracker.
device.
So I'm gonna start.
There's an arrow for the tracking device.
I'm gonna start with the tracking device.
Okay. I'm gonna need you to roll a hacking roll to get past the firewall.
Ooh.
Man,
Oh.
13 total.
you were on it tonight with those exploding. 13 total. You're in there. Take a plus 1 to your knowledge programming.
He looks at it and goes, and it just pops
I'm
open.
gonna spend a Benny to get rid of those double ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
6.
Okay. You play around with your augmented reality screens. You guys see him like moving his hands, and he's playing with whatever hyper reality object he has in front of him that is speaking to the tracker. And then Logan, you see that hyper object just disappears. It's like closes itself out. You've shut off the tracker.
All right. Now I'm gonna go to the.
Sorry, I keep calling you Logan. Your name is Proxy.
Now I'm gonna go to the lock.
Should we get like stick on name tags? My name is.
I know. Well, you guys have the cards that identify you to each other. I'm over here like, okay, who was it again? I have cards for you guys. I
Turn mine towards you.
There's Proxy and Vera Marsh. Thank you. Nah, it's fine. I will learn it. I promise. I will learn your character names.
4 for hacking on the lock.
That's a success.
Nice.
That is just a success.
11 for unlocking it.
Oh,
Knowledge programming.
that's a raise. You do your thing. You're pushing your buttons in hyper reality, and everybody else just sees it go. Psh. It just pops open. It's almost like like in the movies you see like there's probably some dry ice in there. You see like the fog come out.
Glows a little
Gold
on the
glow
inside.
in there.
Yeah, it's the briefcase from Pulp Fiction, right?
It's the MacGuffin. We got the MacGuffin.
Got the MacGuffin.
So who's opening it?
So yeah, who's opening it?
I vote bats.
I'll open it.
I mean,
It's empty.
You got all your bennies, right?
It's empty.
it's empty. No, it is.
It's empty.
It's not empty, Bats. Bats, it is not empty. When you open it, it is stuffed to the brim. Let's see. Nobody has like any street knowledge of drugs or anything like that.
I have
Streetwise
of 8.
I have Streetwise of 6.
Okay, give
plus
me a
4 charisma.
Streetwise. A lot of times is trying to find information on things. So I'll let Streetwise be your role to see what you know on.
Okay.
It's not really a knowledge roll. It's more for collecting information. But well, so if
10 plus 2
if Vera is
12.
holding Titus, how long of a Titus? He's like, let me go, motherfucker.
Oh, I got a 6 then.
I got a 12.
I got a 6.
Ark of the Covenant. Only the blind guy lives. Yes. I love this chat room tonight. It's fantastic. All right, I'm sorry. I'll get back to the game. What were your rolls?
I got a 6.
6.
12.
12. Bats. You spot it right off. You've smelled this before. You have never seen it, obviously, but you've definitely smelled this before. This smell. You have an idea. Cat's got an idea of what it is. But bats, that smell. You remember that the Dr. Ray, remember the scientist from last game that you guys saved? He reeked of this stuff. This was like, I mean, it was like permeating from his clothes and his person.
What was he doing?
And it's called black mist.
Ah,
So
that's what. Yeah. That's
so
what
you
Mouse
have
was
this crate stuffed to the brim full of black mist. It's drugs.
That's what Mouse was trying to sell him.
Just good.
Yes, that Mouse was his contact to
So
at the bar to
we
sell
should
it to
take
him.
half of this, fill it, the bottom half with rocks, and make the delivery. If we're really trying to get somebody to kill Edgar,
Do you know how much half is?
Like,
Being able to
Anybody
see.
just kill Edgar.
speak up.
enough to sell in the street for a lot more than we're going to make any other way. I got friends that'll get rid of this stuff for us.
I say we just go back to the bar and kill Edgar.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. With all his henchmen, it'd be easier to burn the whole building down with Hank inside.
If we
Are we
kill
high enough of a
Edgar,
level to kill?
here's
That's metagaming.
What was that?
here's the
True,
thing.
true. Sorry.
She said, "Are we high enough of level for that?" I said, "That's metagaming."
I like that plan even better.
Logan, speak up. What was your plan?
If you guys kill Edgar, he can just sell all of it, and we'll just split all the
That's
profits.
what I'm.
Yeah. So I'm down with that.
Now we've become the drug lords.
Why would he?
Not yet. We gotta deal with that.
I did not expect anything to be in this box, to be honest.
I didn't either.
Why would he?
It was a setup. Put us in jail.
Set up.
Get us out of commission.
Multitasking?
You're right. Set up.
He's a little ticked that we took
That's
his
a lot
scientist
of
away.
freaking product.
Yeah, he's a little ticked we took his scientist
Throw
away.
away.
I don't have the black mist stats in front of me. But I mean, if somebody, they're in the book. If somebody wants to do some
No,
of
I
them.
was good.
Someone said, deactivate the GPS, set a trap, reactivate GPS, profit.
Profit. You forgot the question mark phase.
I collected the underpants
Oh, wait.
already.
Okay,
Wrong
so
game, Dad.
plan. I hear multiple versions
Well,
of
we're
what we
working
want
it
to
out.
do.
We're sitting in the parking lot deciding who we're going to kill.
Oh,
and
well,
sell stuff to.
discuss. Don't let me stop you.
So, do we have to really
I have
save
nothing
Hank?
to do with this part.
Because, there'll be a new bartender.
Not
Yeah,
like
but-
No,
Hank.
Hank
like
owns
Hank.
the bar. Hank isn't just the bartender, he
Yeah.
owns the bar.
There'll be a new bar owner.
It might not be.
Not like
do you?
I
Hank.
just don't care.
We care.
Edgar's pissed me off. I don't really care about Hank.
What a
Saving Hank makes it harder.
Edgar set us up. Edgar has to die.
I agree with you. But saving Hank makes it harder.
Buddy, what are you doing?
there's probably nobody.
Hank's probably already gone.
No one's probably even going to show up at the point we were supposed to deliver this anyway, because we were supposed to get stopped by the cops in town.
Yes.
Yeah.
The tracker.
I agree.
So
Maybe
there's
it
no
was-
point in going to the desert.
Maybe the cops are supposed to pick it up.
Right there.
And there was no one we were delivering to because it was all a setup. We
Yeah.
were just supposed to get arrested and go to jail.
Do we see cars
I
in
want
the
nothing to
parking
do
lot?
with
From
that.
like, can I go around the block to see if there's cars in the parking lot that belong to Edgar and stuff whenever we left?
When you first showed up, there was no cars in the parking lot, but there were Edgar and his goons were inside.
Is there a
because
back parking lot? Is there only
There's-
one parking lot?
There's a back alley.
Are there any cars there now
Where?
at Hank's bar?
In the parking lot?
Yeah.
No.
So they're still not
What
open.
about in the alley
I
behind?
don't care. He ain't open, so that means something's still going on. So if he was open, there'd be cars there.
Well, no one's going to kill Edgar for us because it was all a setup. There is no one that was getting the drugs delivered to them. So we have to kill Edgar if we want him dead.
Now, I have a guy that can get me some information on Edgar if you can think of any questions we need answered about him. But right now, I don't think we know enough to need any answers. know what to ask.
Didn't we find out? Well, I think last week
yes.
He was kind of, this was a low level gang as far as in the hierarchy of gangs.
That's why they took the scientist.
The Edgar Voss
They
gang.
were trying to
Expand.
boost their rep output. Their
Can you
product.
break into the cameras in the bar
Oh,
and see
good
how many
answer.
people are left in there? Because
Well,
a bunch of them might have left.
Good idea.
Yeah.
You should have been the hacker.
Proxy, give me your hacking roll to see if you can get into.
We just came through the back door,
Nice.
like we wanted to do.
I'm pretty sure he's gonna get in the cameras.
I need a
21.
camera on your
my-
dice.
21.
21.
Get out of here. Okay, so if your target number is 4, you have these handy dandy little things I
I got
made
4
for you.
raises.
Wow.
Make a notice roll, Logan. Make a notice roll. You're in the cameras. You see
The cameras are yours.
you're switching between the different cameras. Make a notice roll.
Can I like broadcast this to their
Yeah,
tap
absolutely, absolutely.
also? I got a 2. Can they make notice rolls for me broadcasting?
So Logan starts broadcasting this stuff to your taps. You guys start seeing this in your image links, like you like a little hyper objects pop up in front of you. That's like closed circuit TVs. So even in 2090, closed circuit TVs have shitty resolution. So make notice rolls for me.
If we pull up at the bar,
Billy, make a notice roll.
to start making my way around the back.
Okay, so as you're walking around back, he starts projecting this into your taps.
I got a 9 on notice.
And as you turn the corner into the back alley to where you're going to that back door, Ronan, you see there is
My
an
pluses are
entourage
sent in
of
hearing.
cars back there. So they did park out back. So their cars are out back. So they're still there. All right. So notice rolls. I heard a 9 from Bats. 11.
I got a 3. Mine was horrible.
You don't take it.
He's flashing the images at you too fast there, Cat. You can't tell what's going on. Logan or Proxy, what's your?
I got a 2 on my notice.
So you're too busy projecting this to the other team members to really see what's happening. We have a Titus sighting, ladies and gentlemen. You know what that means out there in the world of Twitch. That is take a drink.
It's like the 5th one.
He's like, no, I'm staying on the table.
Titus is like, this is a
That
joke
map,
round.
that map is dry erase, buddy. You will destroy it. Okay, so Bats.
11.
Bats, I don't even know why you're rolling. You can't see
He can
anything.
hear stuff.
You hear talking, which I will get to in just a second. This notice roll is visual. I guess I should have
okay.
stated that.
Did you roll your notice?
Vera, did you have a notice roll?
Just 2.
Just a 2. Okay, so it looks like Jenna 3.0 is the most observant of you guys, and she's.
See, it wasn't me.
So I guess that is a massive Titus sighting. He just ripped my curtains down.
That's 2 drinks.
And Proxy is helping to destroy them. But anyway,
Yeah.
yeah, it's magnetic. I'm just gonna have to attach it a different way. Jenna, you notice that it's a little more relaxed in there. Sorry, here, you guys can look up at me for a second. I'm looking at the map. It's a little more relaxed in there. Some of those guys are sitting at tables. Hank is still in the same spot that he was in before, and that big table, the long table that's right there by Hank, where Hank is, that long table. Edgar Voss is right there. He's sitting at that table, and over here, so like he's got a table over here, just sitting there on the table is the dead man's switch. He's not holding it. Okay. So it's not armed. The explosives that were in The explosives that were in his lap are still there. He's still tied to the chair. His legs are probably going numb. You know, he's not comfortable. But Edgar Voss does not have the detonator in his hand currently. So you notice that. I don't know.
I think it's probably just turned off right now.
Do with the information what you want.
It's probably turned off because otherwise he'd have to be holding it the whole time.
Right.
And
Those cars out back, are they locked?
Yeah. Yeah, they're criminals. They know better than to leave them unlocked.
I'd like to,
It's people like them that steal them.
Should I go?
take the hilt of my
Titus.
katana and try
Just
to
yes, there's a Titus sighting. We'll get him out of here. I'm sorry, Brendan. Go ahead.
I would like to take the hilt of my katana and try to bust out a window in the car.
Give me your fighting.
Well, he's doing.
And everybody be ready to run around to the front because if they come out to check that car alarm.
The highest one, right?
Yeah, take the highest one.
It's 7.
Woo! All right, so that's a success. You hit it. It's not really particularly hard. The car's not going anywhere. Roll your damage. So whatever your weapon is, roll your damage.
Should I go up to?
With the katana, it's probably
Try to
strength
disable
plus
the detonate
something.
switch.
Yeah, again. Disable.
10 to
I already disabled it.
10 total?
Should I have to do
Yeah,
it again?
I don't know because you hacked into it
that
once
window
already, so
shatters. It just
Anything
it's not quiet, but it shatters.
Does the car alarm go off?
No.
Is
Car alarm
there
does not
any
go.
fabric inside as far
Yeah,
as
you may
even
not have to
just a
rehack it, I don't know.
seat cover, a
Since I'm already
shirt,
familiar with it, I
a
can-
coat?
Yeah, it would be
anything
kind of like leaving
that.
like an.
These guys are flashy. It's not really. They're more, as you've seen from their suits. Edgar Voss is flashy. The other guys attempt to be flashy. You know, they're buying their suits off of the rack, so they look nice on first glance. But Edgar Voss has tailored stuff. But he does like his entourage to have some nice stuff.
Basically wearing off the rack poly blend, right?
The thugs are.
Yeah.
Edgar Voss has got nice stuff.
Now, is there multiple cars with this many people?
There
Did
are.
he break the nice car's window, or one of the? Is there a difference in the cars?
No, it's like a fleet of not Lincoln Town cars, but a step down from it. You know, they can't get the Lincolns yet, but
Okay.
but
Here, put this in the seat.
they're immaculate inside. There's nothing extra in there. It's
Cracker.
leather seats. You know what? It's synthetic leather seats, but they got foam under them. You know, there's something flammable
So
in
put it
there
in point
somewhere.
Yeah.
Well, I was
Oh, no, he
looking
won't do
for some sort of
might.
material that I could
He's
stuff
a
in
nice
a gas
guy.
tank.
He's
not.
and
He's an
set on
asshole.
fire.
Well, you got that
I can't see
katana.
that.
Mazel tov.
You could definitely cut that seat and pull that foam out, and it's gonna burn.
Yeah.
Well,
It's definitely gonna burn.
don't burn it. Here's a paralysis dart.
Jenna.
Stick it in there. Point up to the driver's seat.
Oh no! I want to create.
No.
I want to blow this up to create some
All
sort
right.
of
He's trying to get him out of the bar.
distraction.
Fair enough. All right.
Real quick,
Yes.
while he's doing that, since I've already been inside the device, the
dead man
switch, do I have to hack into it again?
Well, I'm sure that at some point you lost connection with it
Right.
because you were out of your range. So you will have to hack into it again.
Since I'm familiar with it, would
But
it be
yeah, you
easier?
know it.
Well, here's the problem.
Get them out to the
It's
light,
off.
and then you can kill them.
Oh.
Just trying to.
So it's not broadcasting at all.
Right. There's nothing to
Oh,
get
it's
into.
dead.
So when
Yeah.
he turns it on and picks it back up, that's when it's worse.
Yeah, so you saw him earlier flip the switch to turn it on. Well, that's the thing. It's off now, so there's no signal. So there's nothing to get into.
What about from the bomb itself?
You want to make a notice roll on the
Whether-
interwebs?
God, I need
I need to hit Hank with the paralysis gun.
2.
Because there are a lot of hyper reality things going on in the bar
2
right now. Two, you don't see a hyper object that correlates to a bomb.
Not even if I'm looking directly at the bomb.
there are other things moving around it, and there's nothing. There's all kind of hyper objects at Hank's. So I mean, you have to. You're basically you're picking through them, and you haven't found it yet. Maybe here in a few, you can make another check.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, I told Tony to stay put in the car while we're doing all this, so he's like a block away in safety.
And he's like making googly eyes at you. You're like, yes, ma'am. He's like so polite, like Southern gentleman. Almost, like, yes, ma'am. I'll sit right here.
Is Hank
my
talking
little
to him
my
or sitting
my
in a
little
chair,
kitten?
or-
He's still tied up.
Who? Hank is. He's still in the same
Is he
chair.
talking to them? Is he? Because we can see him on TV.
Hank
on the
is still
cameras,
sitting
right?
there at the X.
You can see him.
Is he sitting still? Are they interacting?
There's no sound on the cameras. It's just.
Is he just sitting there? Is he not doing anything at all? Or is anybody talking to him? Anybody doing anything?
You wouldn't know. You're blind.
I'm asking him because he's the one who can actually
I'm looking in there.
see.
Sure.
So
He appears to be. Edgar is sitting pretty close to him. He's on this end of that long table towards Hank, and they are talking. You can see that he motions to him, and Edgar, he's kind of flamboyant in his movements when he talks. He's definitely a hand talker. He makes those gestures, whether they mean anything or not. He's talking and he's just moving them around.
Right.
And you see him, and you see Hank's head move, and maybe if you notice his face, he's probably in agony, being tied to this chair. His legs are probably numb. His ass hurts. It's probably numb. And, it's not a pleasant time for him. And his face displays it,
through the wall.
a fuck you, Edgar. I'm sick of your shit, but he's still talking to him,
Can we talk to each other in this society?
Your tap? Yes, you absolutely.
Not just us, but anybody. Can I call Hank on my tap?
Sure, you can call Hank. You have his information.
And they won't know I've necessarily got a hold of him, necessarily.
That depends on Hank.
Perfect. All right.
That depends on Hank.
All right. So what I've got a plan, guys. All right.
Why don't you run it by us?
I have what's called the Liberator minigun on my armored taxi.
Oh my God.
So what I think we should do is pull up near the door or somewhere and just start shooting through the wall, and we tell Hank to fall backwards with the chair, and then we'll just level the whole bar.
I have a Bessie M6 mounted on my four-wheel drive.
What's your damage? 2d10. Well, see, we can just open up on this place, and we can just mow them down.
But you should have Ronan call since he's actually friends with him, so that way
Fair
he
enough.
knows, like,
Fair enough.
who in the hell is this?
Ronan's out back.
Isn't there gonna-
Yeah, but we all have.
Ronan's
our
out back getting ready to
so-
stuff some foam down into a gas tank and light this mother.
If we do that while you're lighting that, I'm sure some men are gonna come up. So someone should be waiting over here. One of you should be waiting over here, and you should be like over here and just like fire. Like,
Well, I was thinking, what is this building made out of?
I'll go out back.
Well, I'm sure
Brick,
it's like
wood?
steel and some cinder blocks, and it's a pretty large building, as you can see. Each square of the building is 2 yards.
Well,
My Bessie has armor penetration of 4.
These are
but-
both going through it, so yeah.
So, but I mean, it's probably your standard like warehouse type building, and then there's a nightclub inside of it. So
Mine's got an-
it's definitely industrial in its creation.
I've got an AP3. She's got an AP4 with her weapon. Are we going through the wall or no?
Well, that depends on how much damage you roll.
Well, the bullet's going to have the power to go
So
through the wall, or
basically-
no? We just want to wait. We want them to be scared.
Well, here's the thing: your armor penetration that takes away from its toughness. So when so you roll it has a toughness of 10. Okay, let's say it has a toughness of 10. You roll your damage. You have to 10 is a success, and everything above that is a raise, and then it works as wounds. So if you have an AP of 4, it knocks it down to 6, and now a 6 is a success. So, so that's how it's going to
You're
work.
the big gun, so you go to the back door.
What's
and
your
I'll-
damage?
Mine's 2d8.
Oh, mine's 2d10.
Isn't that going to attract a lot of attention from like authorities and
Yeah,
that in the middle of?
yeah. Well, they've got a kidnap victim, so all right. We don't necessarily have to be here when the authorities show up.
So
From stealth to minigun in no time. Beautiful.
Is there any windows out back?
Not out back now.
It's just a blank wall.
Yeah, it's
the door.
just block wall.
while
And it is the most boring wall of the whole place, the one in the back alley. There's probably some graffiti on it. That's the only thing jazzing it up.
You guys could just park back here and wait for a couple of them to come out and start mowing them down.
That's what I mean, just point.
Well, I was thinking about being the distraction at the front door so they can't get out that way.
I'm going to set the mood and hack into the jukebox and kick on some Slayer War Ensemble.
Wow. Going retro, huh? It is a retro 80s bar, but I don't think that Hank listens to Slayer. But why don't you give me your hacking roll for that jukebox?
It's probably going to be Aha.
Oh! 6, roll that sucker. 11 was better.
Jeremy
11.
shows up to the chat finally.
11 total.
11 total. That's a raise. You're in that thing. I'll give you a +1 to your knowledge programming.
7.
7. So you hack past the firewall of the jukebox. You get in there and you tell the program that you've dumped in $2 in quarters and you want to hear War Ensemble by Slayer.
I'm as loud as possible.
The next thing you know, the volume's cranked up. There's screaming guitars and Tom Araya is just belting out the lyrics to "Sport the War." It's freaking on. So.
And then
You just see
up in the background.
You just see it. Have you lit it yet?
Yeah, he's.
Okay. Holy shit.
And I'm already in position with my gun at the back alley.
Holy shit.
I'm waiting to heal people.
Okay. Slayer just kicks into action. There's a huge explosion out back, like this big ball of fire just and the lead car in the entourage that's parked in the back alley just explodes in a ball of flame, and like the side of the building is all charred and burnt now, and you see like on the closed circuit TV inside the bar, you see Edgar like jump up. All of his guys jump up. Some of them are so startled they fall over a chair and like they're scrambling they're like picking their guns up and they're like running towards the back door. And within seconds, the back door flings open. You see the light flood out into the alley. I mean, it's kind of dusk now. It's not, too dark out, but, the ugly lights at the bar, you've been there. They're bright as shit. And they flood out, and then out come the goons. Good God. Roll your shooting.
I'm moving around to the side.
Holy crap! Roll your shooting.
I am in a car somewhere.
This is
not
fucking insane.
Oh, please don't fail me again.
Oh my God.
Hopefully, before that blows up, I'm
I got a
moving
5.
around to this side door.
Okay,
Out
so
of this line.
I have been told in chat that now our group has a jingle, so evidently Slayer War Ensemble is our theme song for the group, and it couldn't be better than that, I'm telling you.
It's very telling.
I got a 5. Shooting.
Okay, that is a success, but no raise, so just roll the damage.
Okay.
We're going to do this
Now remember, this is an automatic machine gun in the back of her vehicle.
I got you.
Fires a 3. No, it's on the front, I think, actually.
Got your
But it's
headlights
a
flicked on.
2d10.
What's your rate of fire?
3.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's shooting 3 bullets.
Yeah.
Actually, what you should have done, let's go back. So for your shooting roll, you rolled your wild die and 1 shooting die.
Mm-hmm.
You have a rate of fire of 3. Roll 2 more shooting dice,
Oh, okay.
and you pick the 3 highest
Well, those
Oh,
are 2
okay.
5s.
because it's 1 for each bullet. So
Oh, a 6.
6.
So roll again. So a 10, a 5, and a 5.
Yeah, I got.
okay, the 5 and the 5 are a success.
And then I got a 6.
The 10, right? You had a 5,
yeah.
a 5, and a 10.
Yeah.
Okay, 5, 5, that's a success. The 10 is a raise. So you're going to roll damage 3 times. On that third one, add a d6 to it.
Okay.
What are people's hit points on this?
You have 3 wounds. You don't have hit
Two.
points. You have wounds.
You have a wound.
A 2. Seriously. And a 6.
2, a 2, and a 6.
So that's 10.
All right, so let me find my
There's 3 to the
goons
last
here.
one, right?
Let me get my goons
It
here.
was 3 to the last one, wasn't it?
He said roll it 3 times.
Yeah, and on the third time, add 3.
On the third time, add a d6.
Oh, shoot. Let me add the d6 to it then.
2.
So it's a
2, a 2.
2, a
and
2, and a 5.
No. An 8. 2, a 2, and an 8.
Yeah, because you rolled a 6.
You rolled a 6.
Maths are hard.
Ugh.
Maths are hard.
Maths are hard.
So are English.
Oh, there they are. Jesus, I got too many note cards.
English.
Pretty sure that's enough to kill him.
Hopefully.
Like,
It-
just
So
rips right
the
Oh,
The
and I have
first-
the AP4 on that, so.
shit.
yeah.
Okay.
Because that's my car-mounted gun.
The first 3 guys that walk out the door, like you just see pink mist, like, and like they're just down. Bam!
Isn't a drug called blackness?
So it's like blam, blam, blam. Like 3 guys are down, and like the next guy out has to hop over. Okay, so
Graffiti on the wall.
we are. Oh, I gotta get up for
We're
this.
down to 7.
Look how unprepared the GM is.
Well, we're down to 7 out of 10.
All right, so now we're into initiative.
Oh, hey. You need to
So I gave that to you as your.
You need to fix the camera.
I cut Maria out.
Oh, that's okay.
Jenna is back. Jenna 3.0, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so we'll cut that.
So we
That is
killed
your
3.
surprise.
So there's 7 left.
What about-
4,
There's-
7.
What about Bill?
Were you?
I'm out the front door.
Okay, I thought you were shooting.
Well,
like
when
a-
I hear the stuff go off, I'm going to start shooting in through the front door too. But
Savage Worlds, if you're not aware of, does initiative with playing cards. It's pretty fun actually.
I'm going in.
And
Nice.
your boss, and I'm doing the goons as one initiative if you guys don't mind. Is that all right, or do you want me to do goons?
Yeah, that's fine.
It's faster if I do them not individual.
where are you guys located? You're in the back. Where are you located?
Yes, where is everybody? Please put yourself on the map where you're
Somebody
at.
put me back facing into the alley.
You're at the door, Ronan. You're coming in the door, Ronan.
I'm gonna go.
No, I'm at the entrance of the alley.
Right here.
No, the entrance to the alley.
Hit him from
Facing down
behind.
the alley.
Logan,
With
are
the
you with me still, or are you back there with them?
I'm actually.
So here's the
still
situation
outside,
that
like, ducking.
the
I'm red.
the goons and the gang, the crime
you?
guys, the organized wannabe crime guys are pouring out the back door because there's a, they set off the big explosion. Ronan has gone around the side of the building into a side entrance. Looks like everybody is coming around the back to meet them. We have a taxi with a minigun that is just
Nope,
dominating
Sandra.
shit.
That's a
Sitting
sandrail.
outside. No. My taxi's at
taxi's
the
out
front
front.
door.
My sandrail.
My taxi's at the front door. That's our sandrail that did that.
Oh, Sandrail did that. So
Yeah.
don't listen to me. Okay, so everybody's where you need to be.
We don't know where the bad guys are.
The bad guys
Are
are
all back here?
are moving towards the outside. Edgar is staying with Hank. So he is sending his goons out the back door. Edgar is staying with Hank. You check out, you fucking morons. Go.
Well, one of these is Hank.
No,
the red-
Hank's
No,
the
Hank's
red
the
X.
X.
Yeah.
Hank is the X. Edgar is staying with Hank.
I'm gonna try to move stealthily through there.
And it's Cat is first.
Oh, nice. Has anyone come
gotta-
out the door yet?
You got to do it.
Not yet. They're a little reluctant to come out, so you can hold action
gonna
until
wait
you see somebody step out.
Yeah, we're just gonna hang out until somebody's dumb enough to poke their head out that
One
door.
second. All right, so
Think you can get your car through this front door?
move all of those.
Shoot through the front door where Hank was. After I
So
call Hank and tell
all
him
of
to
the
come out.
all of the goons, move them 6 squares towards the door. If that puts them outside, it puts them outside into Cat's line of fire.
Okay.
Oh boy, they are done.
No, I'd already moved them some. So
That's okay. That's fine. A little bit happened during the chaos. Now from where they're at now,
Just outside.
I need them to move 6 squares.
Those ones will be at the door. Yeah. These ones will be at the door.
So it looks like we got 3 of them outside.
And you got 3.
You're holding action, Cat. Do you want to fire?
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
got
So like
plenty
I
of
said,
rounds.
you're going to roll your wild dice. Your rate of fire is 3, so roll 3 shooting dice.
They're
So
all 6s, so no, won't you roll 4 dice total?
4 dice total if they're all 6s, and you take the highest 3. If any of them hit 6, re-roll. You know, you have exploding dice.
We have 1 6.
Okay.
So do you think
you have
I
9,
should pay
4, and
Slayer to let us use the
9, 4, and 5.
war ensemble in the game now? Like it'll be the battle cry of the group. So
Definitely.
That'll be our intro.
I'm not trying to pay Slayer royalties.
Are you going to get a second job to do that?
Yeah, I know, right?
I got
Maybe-
a 9, 4, and a 5.
I'll email Tom Araya. What's that? I'm sorry.
9, 4, and a 5.
9, 4, to 5. You need a 4. A 4 is a success. So if you look, you guys have your handy dandy
9
things.
is a raise.
If you put 4 in the circle,
You have 1 raise.
it will tell you how many raises you have for each one
I got 1 raise.
on one of them. So keep them separate. So you
Okay.
have the 4 is a success,
5 is a
the
success.
5 is a success,
And a
and the
9.
9 is a
and
raise.
9 is a raise. So now you're going to roll damage for each one.
Okay.
On the one with a raise, you're going to add a d6 to it. So you'll have 3 things of damage, and one of them will have extra damage.
And it's a 2d10. So.
That's 12.
Wait, oh, shoot. I did grab the wrong one, didn't I?
Chat
Yeah,
room,
that's it.
chat room does supply.
Huh?
2
like
d10.
another-
Yeah, I only have 1 d10.
No, you have 2.
I do? I don't?
That's a percentage.
Oh,
Yeah, it'll work. No percentals here. That's all
9
D&D.
and a 7. So that's 16.
I'm making a mess out of my thing.
16.
And that is a 9 and a 5, so that's 14.
Jeez.
And here you have to add your 6. The
Oh,
6-sided die. 9, 11, 14.
These dudes are dead.
I'm pretty sure they turned into pink mist too.
Man.
Though this is a machine gun mounted on a
I know.
Yeah.
I know. Oh, well, I had this talk with you guys earlier. Oh, you guys had too easy of a time last time. Not going to happen this time. What the fuck? So
So did I take 2 or 3 more out?
just blood just. So the next few guys might be a little hesitant.
Well, wait, so now we're down to what, 6? No,
I mean, because this is all happening
4.
really,
We got down to
really
4.
quick.
Nice.
I mean, it's really quick. So those first guys got hit with the machine gun. Those guys were probably already in motion, coming out the door, and then they got hit with the machine gun because that was the first one was a surprise round. Now the rest of the guys are probably changing gears, like what the shit, Edgar. Oh my God, they're hitting us from both sides. Holy crap! And
Oh, they haven't been hit by from the other side yet.
not yet.
I'm sure.
Well, no, the car he blew up was at that end of the alley. Actually, they did, because I'm at this end, the car he blew up was at that
yeah,
end.
good point.
That's Proxy's turn.
It's my turn? Okay.
Yeah, it's Proxy's turn.
Do I see the detonator now? Online?
No, you do not see it online yet. Edgar hasn't had his turn yet.
Can I make my notice roll for the bomb?
Yes, make your notice roll for the bomb. Yeah, Edgar hasn't had his turn yet, but you're pretty sure that that's his first action is to grab that, or whatever.
Huh?
It's a 3.
Oh,
3.
You don't notice the bomb, so it might be activated by the switch. Is your thought?
Bullets.
So if the switch isn't on, the bomb probably isn't on
Right.
as well.
I got so many bullets.
Yeah, 200.
That's going to be bats.
So
I'm calling Hank.
I'll just have to refill it.
Okay. What do you want to say to Hank? It picks up.
Hit the ground. I was just trying to cover for you. This is bats.
Okay. There's no response.
Fine.
There's no response.
And then
You know that the channel is open, but there's no response.
He's not
and I'm
stupid.
going to open fire on the door.
Okay.
The front door.
Are you guys still watching the closed circuit TV?
Yes.
I'm not in.
So
I'm not with
You see like this motion and Hank just drops down.
All right.
Yeah, so free action is the communication. You know, it's just like talking in D&D. You can have free action.
I need all of these.
Okay.
Sport the war. I don't have Tom Araya's voice. I apologize, chat room. I do not sound like Tom Araya.
Another one.
My rate of fire is 6.
You do not.
So I
No, I do
roll
not.
just 6 of these and my 1 extra 6. So, yeah, so I roll 7.
Yes.
My rate of
Say
fire is
what?
6.
7 total, yes.
Oh,
Good. But you are firing through a door.
Well, I only got 1 6.
And we know the front door is a nightclub. It is a steel door. It's not a glass door.
But it does have armor penetration.
But yeah, what's your armor penetration on that?
3. My armor penetration is a 3.
Okay, so God.
I got a 2, a 3. Do those hit?
No.
Okay, then I got a 4, 5, 5, 7.
You need a 4. 4 is a success.
Well, I hit 4. Shooting through the main door, and I'm sure I just hit Edward.
Okay, so give me
Edgar.
Edgar Voss.
Those were all successes, no raises.
Yeah, I got 4 successes, no
So
raises.
just roll normal damage once for each bullet, please.
2d8. Where are your 8-sided?
Let me pull out old Edgar here.
Ruby, I'm mad. I got 9.
Yeah.
So that's 11.
Fucking shit up.
11 for the first one.
Okay.
2 for the second one.
That's nothing.
6 for the third one. And 10 for the fourth one.
What was your armor piercing?
3.
Okay, so you got 2 successes. So the first success makes him shaken. The second success gives him a wound. I'm going to spend a Benny to soak a wound.
NPCs get bennies. I ain't right.
Okay, so I'll tell you guys, the GM gets bennies, and then for each wild card that I have, the wild card gets bennies too. So I can spend his bennies or my bennies for him. So, but he is gonna spend one of his bennies to soak up some of these wounds. As soon as I can find what die he rolls.
That was actually a lousy roll.
Yeah, I know. But I mean, you're shooting through a steel door also at a target that is most of the way across the nightclub.
See, being blind doesn't hurt me at all.
Oh shit! Okay.
Just as long as you can pray.
Are you still watching the security camera?
Yes.
You see Edgar. He falls out of his chair and like you see his hand come up on the table and he pulls himself up and like there's blood on him. He's a little shaken and stunned. He's taken some shots from all this crazy machine gun firing that's going on. If I can find my pencil here, I'll give him.
Sorry, Edgar, it just started.
I'll give him a wound
I just took out
there.
over half his guys already.
Nice. So you've shaken and put a wound on old Edgar. So that's awesome.
Edgar.
Old Edgar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's Vera Marsh.
Looking into the top, how does Hank look right now? What kind of shape is he in?
Laying on the floor, still tied to a chair.
Does he look wounded at all?
He looks uncomfortable. When he threw himself backwards, his hands are actually tied to the back of the chair. But to Hank, he had a thought that hurting his arms was probably better than getting shot. So, bam.
Yes, they are called bennies.
Yes, they are called bennies.
I'm just gonna hang back, and I'm going to be prepared when this is over to go help Hank.
Okay, so where are you at on the board?
Down here.
Okay, so you're just chilling back there? Mm-hmm. All right, so that's going to put us at Jenna 3.0.
I only have
6 what? That's okay. You also have range on your Zeke powers.
I know. I'm just checking into that.
We do love bennies. I especially love them when I get to use them against the players. You probably have decent range on some of your powers.
I'm just sitting here. I just haven't looked down. I'm like, I couldn't figure out where what was whose.
Huh? 48?
I couldn't
48
figure out
for
whose
my
feet was
blind.
whose.
Okay.
Can I make it?
Who are you hitting with it? Yeah, you got it. Think of that in squares.
I mean, what's your
48.
Oh,
Yeah.
you
That-
can get any of them.
That whole thing I believe is 36. So
Okay. All right. So then, if that's the case, I can do it in 20. Like, yeah, 24.
oh, so okay, so
I'm gonna hit
48's your
24.
long range.
Yeah, 48's my long range.
Sorry, I gotta stand up. Oh yeah, because they're crowded right there.
Yeah.
Okay, so what we have now is a line of sight problem. You have to you're behind a wall.
Oh,
You're not gonna be able to see him,
that's
so you're
right.
gonna have to hold that till next turn.
Wait,
Yep.
what? There's a wall?
Yeah.
It was
Yes,
just a dance floor.
No, next to the dance.
Oh.
there's a wall back there
Oh,
that kind of encloses the VIP area. Sorry for the crotch shot there, chat room.
Let's keep it PG.
I'm trying. I'm doing my best. I had to see the map. I'll put my hand over it next time. No crotch shot. So, is there anything else you want to do? You have line of sight to Edgar. You have line of sight to the boss.
yeah. If we drop him, the rest will quit.
8 people.
Take out their paycheck. They're done.
Did they though?
Let me check my.
Maybe they got it after the job.
I have a mini bar beside me. It's great.
Sorry.
Were you trying to fear them?
Only time we get out the door yet.
She was blinding them. She was going to blind
out the
them.
door and
I was
gets
gonna say if you fear
splattered.
them right there, they'd just run out the door.
Oh, I was gonna blind them all. So that-
Which is a good thought. I mean, you don't have to. I mean,
I'm just like, where's that dead man switch?
I guess I'll just end up blinding Edgar
I know where it
and
is.
Hank.
Hank.
okay.
Poor guys.
Roll your
Roll
your psionics.
Area of effect.
Yeah, it is. Here's
It's an area effect.
my burst.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Sure. Roll your psionics. Man, it's a negative. If you're successful, it's a -6 to all actions. So, all right.
Got a 7. What's my sign?
Well, he's already shaken. Edgar's already shaken. Because Bats, mini gunned him through the front door. So,
And he just lost half his guys.
and I already get, and I plus you give. So okay. Edgar auto fails. So he's now blinded. Anything he does is he's useless. Let's just say that he's just useless right now. So I mean, he can try to do something, but I mean, we'll see what happens when he tries, right? All right, so that's going to be Ronan's turn.
What's our movement?
Your pace is movement. That's in squares, so it's probably 6. It's probably 6. You get to
One in
move.
front of me.
You get to move 6 squares.
Yeah.
Can you double your movement like D&D with run?
You have run. You see your run. That's a die. You can roll that die, whatever's in your running, and add that whatever you roll to your squares.
He doesn't have it in his running, but it's like a standard D6, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
But if you run, any actions you take are going to have a -2 to them.
Okay,
All right.
I'm running.
All right.
5 more squares.
So you got a total of 11 squares you can move, and a -2 to an action.
Okay.
That's brilliant.
Good God, you're scheming over there. You're scheming over there. I just want to point out that my whole plans for this is I did not expect any of this. You've already blown everything I planned. Everything I planned tonight, you blew it. So,
Sorry.
I will tell you, on the other side of this, the map on the other side is the police station when you got arrested. So, F you guys.
We might get arrested anyway.
You still might get arrested.
Blew up a car.
Right. Anyway, we'll deal with that bridge when we cross it.
Yeah, maybe we didn't finish up.
Ronan, let's finish your turn out.
So I can move that far and shoot.
Yeah, -2.
-2.
Don't hit Hank.
I don't think I want to shoot.
That's good.
I don't want to kill that guy. I want to leave him alive.
You don't like Edgar? He doesn't have much defense right now. He can't see shit. He's bats without the echolocation.
Probably shoot one of the guys by the door.
Correct. Every GM, you ruined my plans. You've got it, chat room. I love it. You want to what? I'm sorry. Nothing?
Nothing.
Okay, so you just getting closer. That's fine. You see Edgar trying to gain balance, trying to stand up. He's got his hand on it. He's trying to pull himself up. You know that look in someone's face when they are trying to look in the direction of things that are happening, but they can't see them. So it's a general.
Bats knows that face well.
General. Everybody's seeing this, but Bats. He is. General look at terror on his face, like he's in over his head. He's getting his shit effed up, and maybe he should have thought out a new line of work. But we're gonna do a new round of initiative.
So he's rethinking his life choices.
Yeah, he has definitely made poor choices. That's Edgar, and that's the goons. Okay,
Demonstration.
man. All right. So the goons. The goons have seen so much pink mist come out of their friends when they ran out the back door. Those two stop right there. Those other two come in, move them 6 squares towards
Still gonna get to do it with the other two.
towards Edgar. They've heard shooting come from the front. Move them 6 squares towards Edgar, and they see, as they turn, they see Ronan rushing in, and each of them are gonna. Yes, initiative changes every round. You deal a new set of cards every round, and it's by rank of cards. It's excellent.
So, that guy who maybe pointed.
So both of those guys are gonna take shots at you.
Right. That's how they want to spend the last few moments of their life.
Hey, they're doing what they're paid for.
What they've been bought for.
What they've been bought for. That's correct. Where's my shooting? It's a D6. Okay. Don't worry, they're not great at it. For instance, that guy just shot his friend. Get out of here!
They shot each other?
That guy shot his friend, and when he got shot, he shot Edgar. He misfired his gun. He shot Edgar.
Edgar's just stumbling around blind. Walk in front of it.
This
shot twice now.
is not my day. Not my day.
Wait till my turn, Edgar.
All right, so that's 2d6 in damage. So the first guy shoots the other guy.
Poor Hank is blind too.
And he's probably just
He
laying
doesn't
there.
know what's going on.
I know, Hanks is like, what in the shit is happening? He's
like, I just got the bar repaired.
old Edgar.
He said that last week, didn't he? He just got the place fixed.
I don't think we took out any neon yet.
Not yet.
Well, you haven't taken any neon out, but
The door's gonna need some
I
help.
don't think we're gonna
he's
get
already
any
shaking.
free
Poor
drinks out of
You
it.
see
We might.
You see a little bit of blood fly out of Edgar. The other guy, it was just like it hit his Kevlar, and he lurched forward a little bit and misfired his gun. But a little bit of red flies out of Edgar. Son of a bitch.
We don't like Edgar.
No, you don't. Edgar is grasping at the table, looking. He can't find it. He's looking for the.
Black Ops zombie.
He is looking for the. He's looking for the
Dead man switch.
Dead man switch. He can't find it.
Since Edgar is blind, you know the dude who shot Edgar is going to be like, I didn't do it.
That was the other
It
guy.
one of the.
It's that fucking bat guy. Hey, Ronan, you're up.
Right.
Payback. Oh, I'm the one shooting Ronan.
All right, so you're right up
I
there.
don't know he's there. I'm in my.
All right, you have a
We're communicating over time.
you got a goon adjacent to you. You got an Edgar adjacent to you. Edgar is
on the table.
huh?
The detonator's on the table.
Yes.
The first thing I want to do is kick over the table.
Okay, so
Probably toward one of the goons.
so as you run up there, you just bowl through the table, knocking it over, probably knocking Edgar over as well. If your attack is towards Edgar, who's now on the ground, take a +2.
It is not toward Edgar. It's basically kicking the table over, and I got my sword out, so I'm going close range with
One of the
two
goons.
Okay, so that the goon closest to you, you're adjacent with. So roll your fighting.
Oh, dang. Got a 10. It's fighting.
Yikes. 4.
4 is a what's his parry? This is a goon. Sorry, not a success.
Darn it.
You don't add them together. You just pick the highest one.
We only have a half hour left. Use a Benny.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you get new bennies at the start of every session.
We don't get
so
them over.
every game.
10.
Nice.
You don't get to
Well,
take them
yeah.
with you. Spend them. You say 10?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got him.
Well, no, he
no,
wasn't
he
done.
got
He had to
10.
roll again.
Holy shit. Okay, keep
His
going.
fighting is a 10.
14.
So.
Because you don't add
14.
this wild die,
Right,
right?
correct.
No, it's just the higher.
No, you don't add them together. You just you take the higher of the two.
Roll 2 1s.
14 total.
Yes.
That is 2 raises, sir.
Nice.
Ronan has 2 raises.
Yeah, some of us don't.
That's a D6. Add the D6s to your damage.
Okay, wow. That's quite a bit. 13.
That's to just. Is there armor penetration on that weapon?
AP4.
Holy shit!
Jesus.
Yeah, you just chopped that dude's head off.
Sweet.
Yeah, you just messed that dude right up.
Woo, down to 3.
Good God.
No, that's Edgar. You threw Edgar away.
Hey, don't take Edgar out of there. That son of a bitch is still
He's
alive.
wanting to make Edgar suffer.
I am.
Yeah.
Oh, the plans for Edgar. Okay,
He messed
so
with the wrong people.
man, let's see. That's Vera.
$10,000 worth of
Vera Marsh,
throw it.
you're up, Miss Healer in action.
I'm gonna start heading to the door
Okay.
since I can see this in my top.
Yeah, you're watching. Logan's got the broadcast streaming to everybody. It's shitty resolution, but you're good to go.
Can I go ahead and run?
Yeah, roll your running die, and so you move 6, and then roll your running die, and that's how many squares you
Just
can
tell
move.
Hank to upgrade the
So
cameras in the
it'd
bar
be,
after this.
It would be-
Better quality.
It'd be my pace. So
Spend all that money on you.
Pace is 6, probably, right? And then you have you have a running die. You see running?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, roll that, whatever that number is, roll that die.
it doesn't say anything.
It's a D6.
It's probably a
standard,
D6
I think.
then, yeah. You guys need to flesh your characters out.
Oh, I got an exploding die.
That is not exploding die.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's not, so you can move an extra 6. So you have a max of 12 you can move. And anything you would do would be a -2. But there, so you're now inside?
Okay.
Right here.
Yeah. Okay. That's all you want to do, Vera?
Yeah.
All right, so 1, 2, 3, that's Cat.
Let's see. What about the 2 guys still hanging out by the door? Are they going to be stupid and come out or not?
Oh, I did not even deal with them. Yeah, you see them pop their head out to check the situation. I got so into Ronan. I got so into shooting Ronan, I forgot about the other two guys.
Blow their mind.
They pop themselves out to check to get a line of sight, and they might leave it out there a little too long.
Here's your
Okay,
shot.
I'm gonna take a shot.
With that notice roll that I put out there, they're like,
What is it?
where the shit's this coming from? Oh my gosh, you guys! And my
1-6. I saw one.
before next game, I'm buying new dice. They're doing terrible for me tonight.
That's 10.
10. I got a 10, a 4, and a 5. So I got 1 success or 2 successes and a raise.
Yes.
So that's the 2 guys.
Well, 2 of the bullets are in one guy.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Then we'll play it that way. Okay.
Okay.
So
Are they dead?
1, 2.
Well, I gotta roll my damage.
You got to roll damage.
Duh.
Man,
2d.
that's just like.
So it's the
Well, she shot him. They
added
should be
d6
dead.
to the third shot, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't see it.
Well, she shot him. They should be dead.
That's
I'm
15.
Bats. Thank you very much.
That's 11.
Oh, 15, 11.
You notice that Bill gets real low to read the dice. That's because, much like Bats,
What
he
was it?
is
15,
blind.
11?
He's not role playing that.
15,
That is not.
Really blind.
That's not in character. That's real life.
15, 11, and 8. With
But my
armor
ears
piercing
aren't
4.
15.
15, 11, and 8, and armor piercing 4 on the gun.
And dead. And they're slumped in the doorway.
That's
There's
a wholesome thought.
Hank is not going to be happy about the cleanup, but he's also going to be happy to not be blown up.
There you go.
So
Beggars can't be choosers.
beggars can't be choosers when you got high explosives in your penis.
That's right.
So lap. Sorry. That is
How do you get them in there?
proxy. It's sitting on it.
Okay, so
Ouch.
this dude right here, while he's fiddling with his gun, was messing with it. I want to make him shoot himself.
What guy?
This dude.
The one that shot his friend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Well,
I
obviously,
want to
it
hack
was not a good
into
shot
it,
to
make
begin
him shoot
with.
himself or Edgar, one of the two.
Yeah, sure. I got a cheat sheet for that. All right, so weapon systems. You can give me your hacking roll. 6 is your target number, Logan. Proxy.
15. So that's 2 raises.
Okay, I'll give you a +2 to your knowledge programming to make it discharge.
11.
Okay. It discharges. What was there a particular? Were you trying to hit somebody else?
I was trying to get him to shoot himself if he was like
Pulling it out.
as he's pulling it out.
He hits Edgar.
Poor Edgar.
Hey, that's still a plus.
He hits Edgar. He doesn't shoot himself. It's not pointed at him. But it glances off at Edgar's armor. So, good job of hacking in there and taking control of that thing.
And not shooting me.
And not shooting, yes.
Or Hank.
Or Hank.
Fire on that gun.
Huh?
What's the rate of fire on the gun?
Look at you trying to kill Hank.
No, Edgar.
No, but it's gonna want to kill Hank. That's what I'm saying.
It's not that. It's 1.
All right.
It's 1. It's just he's got a handgun out.
I tried.
Sorry, it's not like a machine gun or anything. It's not Bats' minigun with a rate of fire of 6. So
Yeah, but hers does more damage.
Well, mine's also car mounted.
So is mine.
yeah,
I'm
good
parked
lord.
out
Oh,
here.
yeah.
That is going to be Jenna 3.0. Run your ass out there and mind control
Make the
someone.
magic happen.
Yes, you are the most magical of anybody with psionics.
There's not much left.
I can't mind control anyone.
I keep forgetting. Should I
Yeah,
be making
I
spirit
should
rolls
say
on my
yes.
turns?
Yes, you absolutely
Let me
should.
make one real quick.
Make one for that last one. Yes, absolutely, you should. I can't keep track of your character,
Absolutely.
Proxy.
4 and a 3.
The 4 you roll again.
Yeah, you.
8.
The 4 is a success. You really don't
11.
need raises on this. On that one, you will only need a success. I only need to know if you fail.
11 total.
That's fine.
So with a raise on your spirit, wouldn't that mean like you don't have to take your spirit roll next turn? That's like
No, it don't work like that. He has a high stress thing that triggers when he gets too stressed. So, and it's not good for the whole party.
Well, we're kind of
That is going to be a surprise when it triggers. Nobody knows about that. He doesn't even know what happens. Only I know. Only I know. What are you doing, Jenna 3.0?
I'm gonna I can't kill anyone.
Since I can't kill anyone.
I'm gonna
Oh.
You can. No, you can't. You're a pacifist, aren't you?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm going to use my riot gel gun on
There we go.
this guy.
So we're
The
gonna.
other goon.
The help
Yeah,
you
the
give.
other
Okay.
one. Not Edgar, the other one.
Yeah, sure. We can make
The
him
only
shaken
remaining
and stun
goon.
him.
Yeah.
The only remaining goon because Ronan wants Edgar alive. He definitely can't see shit right now.
And you're gonna get him too.
I have 2d6 for that. Hold on.
Hold on, what?
So I haven't rolled
Is this your psionics roll or no? Your shooting roll. Yeah. What do you got?
I got George stuck in my head.
What's your total?
Probably
So
playing
I
with
had
your box.
2d6 and then I rolled another one, correct?
Yeah. Well, you roll
I
your
rolled
shooting.
3d6s.
Correct.
Okay, and then I got a 6.
Oh, for your
and
rate
then I rolled
of
it again.
fire.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So how many do I count of that?
The 2 highest.
Yes.
Just the 2 highest?
What's your rate of fire?
Well, the 2 you had together. So you
Okay.
had 3.
If your rate of fire is
Two
2,
highest.
you're gonna roll 3 dice
I did.
and take the 2 highest.
But the one you get the 6 on, that's your highest one, whatever it was.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
6, so that would be 8. I rolled it twice, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
And what was the second highest number?
My second highest number was 2.
Oh.
Okay. So the one is a 4 is a success. So an 8's a raise. So you got a raise on your hit on the one that hit. So roll your damage and add a d6 to it.
That was my damage.
I thought that was your 2 hit.
That was my damage, 2d6.
No.
You gotta roll to hit.
You gotta roll. You gotta roll a shooting dice first.
Bitch.
That's all right. You hit one, so now
We're still learning.
Alright.
So roll 3 of them again and add them together this time.
Not all of us have played Savage Worlds before.
And then I roll this again, correct? Because it's
No,
6.
not on damage. Not on damage.
Non-damage?
Yeah.
Alright.
No, you have
on 2
exploding
hits.
on damage. You just
Oh.
don't roll a wild die on damage.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. So yeah, go ahead. Roll it again then.
Yeah, you have exploding on damage.
Oh wow.
This is damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
17.
Blow his head up.
Yes.
I didn't mean to.
Let me.
She wasn't
I
trying.
wasn't
No,
trying.
it's what she's shooting him with. It doesn't make him explode or anything. It's giving fatigue damage, which is stun damage, and he's out.
Stunned
He's
to death.
like, you see him go rigid. It's like, you ever seen a boxing match where the dude gets punched and his arms go out and he falls down? Like, that's what he's like, he's out. So
So he's not dead, he's just unconscious.
yeah, but he's got that pose.
Edgar, you're alone.
And I am going to take us out of combat because Edgar can't can't do anything. He's blinded and he's still fishing around on the floor. He's on his hands and knees. He's searching. He's like the whole time he's like, I'm gonna fucking kill you. I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Ronan pulls out his Manriki Usari, which is basically a chain with 2 metal, like short poles attached to it.
Right.
And takes it and wraps it around his neck and pulls him to his feet.
And he's still. Yeah.
By the way, once I took care of the last two at the door, I went ahead and parked.
As you can see,
on in,
Bats is again scheming.
Ooh.
Oh no, not scheming, just
Son of a bitch. Son
okay,
of
can
a
you move me
bitch.
inside the back door?
He's right. He's
Came
right.
inside.
That is 2 games,
In here.
no damage to
Just
the
inside the back
players.
door. Yeah. I can't.
That means game 3, I'm fucking them up.
He pulls out a shotgun and is.
Bats has got a minigun. I got 6.
I know. I need somebody to heal.
All right, so Ronan, you've got him wrapped up. What do you want to do to him? I mean, so far you're not like choking him out or anything, right? You're
figure
just.
out the dead bodies.
This is just.
Can somebody free
I
Hank?
vaporized most of them.
I'm
Oh
trying.
my god, he has a phobia of dead bodies.
Oh well, I took at least 6 of them. I think just turned into like pink mist. So
They're
gone.
out back.
Logan, if you're watching,
see
if you're
them.
watching
There's like 2 here.
if you're watching security cameras or you walk in, I need you to make your stress roll.
Oh
Make your
yeah.
stress roll, buddy.
Uh-oh.
Actually, there's only one dead body inside.
I succeeded.
The one dead body is not dead; it's just out.
Right.
Yeah.
4 to 6.
There's only one other dead body.
Okay,
that's still in there.
you're good. You're good. You're not killing anything.
I honestly want to fail that so I can see what powers.
No, you don't. No, it's not
Not
good.
until next game.
It's not gonna be
we're doing
good.
good this one.
Ronan, what are you doing? You've got him locked up. You guys start coming in, and you see Ronan with like basically a chain around Edgar's throat, and Edgar's like gurgling, but it still kind of is like kill F you.
Well, let's get poor Hank up off the floor.
Yeah, let's free Hank.
and get that bomb off.
Oh, and he's shaking it off. He's like, oh my gosh. He's like, I don't think anything's broken. And he like tosses that bomb. He's like, get that out of here,
I'm gonna take the
Can
bomb.
he even see yet?
Hank.
Yeah.
He was on the floor. He had his eyes closed. He knew shit was going down. He was like, so Hank.
Bring that bomb over here.
No, we can use it.
Well, he's just tossed it on the floor.
Bomb.
It's near you.
Let Edgar get a.
So
Yeah, Hank gladly brings it
yeah,
over.
let's
Oh,
strap
let's
that
strap
to
to
Edgar.
Edgar, yeah.
Oh my god.
And give Hank the dead man switch.
I was thinking we put it in his own hand, break off the on-off switch so he can't turn it on and off, and make him sit there.
That's evil. I love it. That's
He might just kill himself.
oh, he will eventually.
We definitely have a morally gray group of runners.
I've got a super
It might be
fail. I
more-
can just take care of everybody.
It might be
twice.
more of a charcoal than a gray. We're not quite black yet, but by the end of the night we might be, and that's
Deep
only
dark
like
hole,
10 minutes
black
away.
spikes.
So, yes, helicopters. I'm effing them up. So, we're strapping a bomb to
Edgar.
We're destroying the on-off switch to make it just on. Logan, I'm going to need you to make a roll for that to not destroy the whole thing and make it completely off.
And could you disable that, like, to where
Could I
it's
just
fake?
wire it differently?
Roll.
Can I?
Hacking?
That
Yes.
way, even if he does let go of it and try to kill himself, it's not going to do anything.
Yeah, like that.
Never know what this does.
Woohoo!
13.
Moral compass, roulette wheel. What's the difference? Chat room, I love you tonight.
13.
Yeah, okay, that's a raise.
So +2 or +1 on my knowledge programming.
Oh wait, is that 2 raises?
No, it's yes.
That's 2 raises. so
That's 2
+2.
raises. Okay, yeah, take 2. That might not be actually rules as written, the +2, but I enjoy giving it out. So
6.
okay, what is the end goal here? You want it to. He can't turn it off, right?
Well, he can't turn it off, but it's not going to go off whenever he lets go of it.
So
It's more of a scare factor than anything.
So it just
you're not blowing him up, but you want
him to know.
you
what I'm
want
like.
that hand to cramp, and you want him shit in his pants.
Yes.
Fair enough. That thing, no matter if he turns it off, he turns it on, he lets go of it, he smashes on the ground, is not going to go off. It's not going to do what he thinks it's going to do. But I mean, as you slap it in his hand and press that button down, and his eyes go wide. He's like,
oh no, this is even better.
He's like,
this is all psychological.
He's like, if I get out of this, you're all fucking dead. All of you.
Seriously?
Why
he's
are
a
we being
pump.
nice again?
Yeah, his stats. He's a ass.
Can I kill this asshole?
Edgar truly
No, I will
thinks.
kill him right now with the super flail.
Edgar truly thinks he's bigger than what he is.
So there is no reasoning with him.
He has
We
problems.
probably
Yeah.
have to break him down quite a bit.
He'll keep hunting us if we don't.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like a tough guy. Maybe,
No, he does not.
maybe some scars might make you a little bit more intimidating. And pull my katana out to his face, and I'm looking at him. His head
The
side to
Joker?
side.
You got roll intimidation. Roll intimidation.
I was thinking about my super flail. Seriously, slice him up little bit by little bit.
Five fingers.
Yeah, knuckle by knuckle. That ain't going that fast.
Black Dahlia smile.
See, the problem is it'd be so
terrible.
fast it wouldn't even hurt. It'd be like
Yeah, roll that
stuck into a
intimidation.
paper.
If you don't have intimidation, it's
Yeah.
a D4 minus
But he would
2.
start spinning
No,
around like
I got
crazy.
3. I'm thinking about spending the Benny.
He probably, by the time he
Reroll
got
it.
like to the
Hey, it's close to the end of the night. You ain't got nothing else to spend it on.
Oh, it's still the highest of 3.
Oh, let me try to intimidate you. Fail. I got.
I got it too.
Well, hold on. Let me read his mind.
Oh, do that.
See
do
what
that.
he's thinking. And then
What'd you get?
2 was the final.
Come on.
Yeah.
You can keep the first.
Okay, well, 3. It's
Yeah.
the best I could roll out of 3 rolls.
Well, he's not intimidated at all.
She makes a compelling argument.
9.
Are you reading
2,
chat? Yeah, I love chat.
9 for my psionics.
For mind reading?
Mind reading.
Mind reading? Sorry, chat room. I must make a check into powers here for a second. Zeeks, you gotta love them. They make you read.
This is the point that I
Mind
should be shutting off the
reading.
cameras,
Breaking
right?
immersion to
Yeah.
read a book.
They're not watching us. Nobody's watching.
We
got 6
want
people
to make
watching
noise,
us.
and this
No,
is some
he means in the
evidence.
bar.
Oh,
Some
They're talking about the cameras in the
evidence
bar.
let's F you. There are people watching us.
So while they're doing that, I want to shut the cameras off in the bar because this is pretty good evidence against
We don't need to
us.
be. We don't need to.
I can't make a suggestion as a DM. Erase.
Yeah, I want to erase.
Yeah, good call.
Yeah. And go ahead and disable them for now, because in case we end up getting,
Now,
messy.
Can you
let's bump that up to
Edgar?
7 people watching. F you guys.
can you make it look like Edgar did it to all his own men?
Might be able to forge some stuff. Yeah.
Okay, so I don't make a roll against you at all. You just you make your psionics. It's a success is 4. So how many did you get? Any raises?
A 9 is a raise, yeah.
Yeah.
A 9 is a raise. Okay. He is hiding it well. Ronan put that sword up to him and threatened him with scars and other things. And Edgar, the first thing Edgar thought of was, not my face. Not my face.
All right,
Not my face.
I am like relaying this back. I am whispering this so they can all hear it.
Yeah. He's like, not my face. You know, he thinks of it. You've seen him, and he carries himself well. Appearances are everything to this guy. So even his tough guy persona, you read that's some of it. He is kind of a tough guy, but he pushes it a little too far, and he acts it a little too much to affront. So appearances are everything to Edgar.
Well,
Oh,
now
you can
you
tell him
know.
I'll do that to him.
I got an 8 to erase and disable the cameras.
Yeah, it's static.
All right, I'm gonna pull my super flail out,
Oh God.
And I'm like, one of the things I've always missed the most when I got my bat genetics, I missed my nose. And I just take my super flail.
Are you gonna do it, or are you doing an intimidation?
Oh, I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna try to scare
Okay,
him. And I'm just gonna cut his nose.
Well, okay, we know you're blind ass, and I need you to make your notice roll first.
Okay.
I need you to do your
I'm still
echolocation.
by the back door.
He's talking and you can hear, so
You guys are just moved straight into fucking terrorism, torture.
No, that would be the bat.
My notice was 16.
You have no minus to.
Oh no!
just-
No wait! I'm sorry. My notice was 20.
So you just roll your fighting, or whatever it is that you roll for your super flail. It's not called a super flail. It is a monofilament whip. But it might as well be a super flail because it just destroys.
you guys are just
I think it's
making
on,
this
on your.
Aw,
paper.
man.
more.
Who's
be
going to be
discovered
Harry
weapons.
Potter? Which one of you is Harry Potter?
He's the weirdest looking one. And Harry Potter couldn't.
Oh my
see,
God.
So
So Edgar is now Voldemort and Bats is Harry Potter.
Nice.
Makes sense.
A morally decrepit Harry Potter. But
Oh my gosh. Yeah, Harry Potter definitely had better morals than you do. Sweet baby Jesus
what's your
indeed.
damage on it?
What does that say? What did I write?
What did I write?
This
I
is-
told you in real life Bill is as blind as bats.
I'm gonna guess that's agility, AGIT, D6, agility D6.
Yes,
Oh, is
that's-
it agility plus a D6 plus your agility?
Yes, that is correct for the
Oh,
super
okay.
flail. Yes,
So your agility is.
that is correct for the
6.
super flail.
So roll a D6 and add 6 to it.
11. 11
To hit?
to hit on his nose.
That's a success and a raise.
Yeah, okay, so with it being a called shot like that, I'll take the raise as you've carved off this poor man's nose.
Poor man.
Ronan is probably not displeased, but he's like, well, that's a little farther than I would have but, wow. I'm kind of scared to run the third game of this. So Edgar falls to the floor.
This is what.
Is he dead yet?
Beside his nose, blood is streaming out of it. He is passed out, unconscious. He could bleed out from between that and the wounds that he has previously taken.
You want me to make spirit rolls for this? Or am I?
Absolutely. You are in an extremely stressful situation. Yikes, indeed.
Ooh.
I have a
Succeeded.
Okay.
You got a 4.
Question.
Can he get a cyber
I
nose?
was just-
like
oh.
a cyber
Oh, he
nose?
absolutely could, but I mean, I don't know that he's going to live through all this.
Well, it depends on if she
Torture
tries to
and-
nurse him
I
back to
don't
health.
know that we
She's
want
This
him.
healed.
group is.
I don't know that we want him to live through this because
No.
we're making a serious enemy here.
Yeah, let him
Blink of
die. I'm
us to
kind
die.
of. Now, Ronan will.
What are you doing?
Yeah,
Hank
think
says-
about your own
Oh, I
life.
thought we were
Hank-
done.
No.
Hank tells you I can have this mess cleaned up.
Nice.
This guy's been a blight on the community for a while.
He didn't say we were done.
Don't mess with our favorite bartender.
He's outgrown his britches a little much, and I thank you for stopping him. And during Hank's speech, or he's just talking to you, and like he's trying to pick up tables and put things back in order. Hank really loves this bar. You guys already know that. He's like, thank God none of my neon got broke. So he's trying to get things straightened up. He's like, I got a crew. He's like, they'll come in. I can get this cleaned up. He's like, this shit's happened before. In my line of business, it happens. And while he's talking to you guys, Kat, you get a message. And it says, hey, kitten, I need you to check the news out right now.
Okay. I can pull that up on my tap, right?
Yeah, you pull up the news on your tap,
Okay. What's going on?
and any news agency that you look through, there's videos, and they're playing them, and they're broadcasting like you are the biggest news story right now, and it is fallen media icon goes on a crime spree, and there's video evidence of you committing these crimes, robbery, assault, and it's all within the last 24 hours. And I want to thank everybody for coming to watch. I want to thank everyone for coming to watch. Follow us here on Twitch, follow us on YouTube, on Twitter, on Facebook. Tomorrow, we'll be doing a more casual game of Dungeons and Dragons. The group that we're playing with does include Logan, Nivea, Maria, and Sean, and we're in the Tomb of the Nine Gods. We're playing the Tomb of Annihilation, and then on Thursday we'll be on location at Sean's house, and we're playing the Waterdeep campaign,
Dragon Heist.
the Dragon Heist, and I'm actually on the other side of the screen for that one. I get to play, but I want to thank everybody for showing up. You guys have been great in the chat room. A lot of fun. Towards the end, we didn't have a lot of sightings of Titus, so you guys probably didn't get as drunk as
He's
you wanted to
napping
be.
over here.
He's taking a nap. You guys have knocked him out.
With one more
But make sure we do this. We will do this again at the first week of.
Here we go. Titus.
Titus side egg. Everybody chug.
Say goodbye.
So tune in tomorrow for D&D. Tune in Thursday for D&D, where I get to play. And then we will probably do some board games and card games in between. And then, pay attention to the Twitter and the Facebook streams. I'm always telling you when we're going to play. We'll first Saturday. What month is this? March, first Saturday in April, right?
Yes.
We will be playing more Cyberpunk. Stop by. I had a blast. You guys good? Woo! All right. Thanks for showing up. I'll talk to you guys later. You're awesome. I love you, chat room. We're not out yet. It has a little bit.